Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to Casual Sports Talk Podcast, Week 11 Stock Options Edition. And now we got a gentleman right over here who will always practice for our podcast, unlike the Browns did with Shador. Here's Chris.
Yeah, and real quick, I mean, these are my thoughts also on this previous week. I mean, Shador Sanders, he hasn't practiced with the starting rotation, the offensive line. He hasn't practiced with anyone that's important leading up to this game. So him going, he had the lowest quarterback rating for a starting quarterback or NFL debut quarterback since 2001. His name was Ian Brook from the University of Notre Dame. But yeah, when you're not taking first team snaps as a possible starting quarterback or the backup quarterback, that's a problem within itself. So I don't know if the coach for the Browns, Kevin Stefanski, if he's trying to make Shador and our team fail, but that's not way to do things. But yeah, here we are. We lost again.
Is he still going to have a job going into next year, Chris? What's going on there?
I can almost guarantee you I'd put 99% of my life savings on saying yes, he will be the Browns head coach. But I want that 1% to steer me incorrectly because there's not too many people in the city of Cleveland that want Kevin Stefanski as our coach moving forward.
Don't you mean your coach of the year, Kevin Stefanski?
Yeah, two-time coach of the year. Was it 2000? I don't even know what years they were, but I think it was like 3 years ago. And then so that'd be because I think it was like one happened 1 year, a missed year, and then the coach of the year again. But you can't be the coach of the year or a well-maintained coach if you're going to have the same results week after week. Yeah. I don't know. There has to be something going on behind the scenes that the nation, the media, NFL fans don't really know about. There has to be money talking somewhere. But anyways.
Yes, indeed. And now we got a gentleman right over here who always hopefully doesn't get triggered by me tapping right here, just like the Eagles did it on the Lions for that penalty. Here's Douglas.
Well, I mean, and I'm not going to lie. So this is me possibly being a bad fan, okay? They were down 10 points, like 2 minutes and a half to go, something. I stopped watching. I'm like, this is gross. And then they stopped the tush push, and they had a chance. They still couldn't score, whatever. But then I rewatched that pass interference. Like, what baloney? Even they announced in real time, like, if anything, offensive pass interference. Like, A.J. Brown pushes off and then gets a game-winning call. Like, yep. Baloney. We all know it's baloney. The Lions never get the benefit of the doubt, and that's okay, Stu. That's okay.
No.
Last year, it's all about the Chiefs. Last year, the Chiefs getting the referees' calls in favor of the Chiefs. Now, is it more towards the Eagles now?
I don't know. I mean, the Eagles played a heck of a game. Like, I'm not trying to take anything away from them because, I mean, honestly, they beat us, and they beat us good. But the Lions should have gotten a chance because, I mean, honestly, who knows? That game could go to overtime, and then you could get a bounce. The Eagles weren't doing anything on offense either. So, like, it
was a windy day also. That didn't help.
It's that Eagles defense. I sent you guys that visual image in our group chat about the Eagles defense leading them to another number one seed overall.
I mean, for sure the defense is elite, but like Goff had and I know he was missing because of the defense, but it's like, bro, you were missing open receiver after open receiver, and then when you hit them, they would drop it. And the weather, windy day, whatever it was, worst game. I mean, I guess since week one. So like,
worst week for this one. But gentlemen, I guess probably got to ask, what is your thoughts about this week's NFL right over here?
I already gave you my thoughts about Shador Sanders and Kevin Stefanski and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I mean, I love that the Chiefs lost. That's my only real thought. I thought that was amazing. And Stu was so poetic. 35-yard line, same spot for a block kick as last year where the Chiefs block it and win the game. And this time, Stu, do you know what happened? No such luck. It's a complete flipping of the script. You can just tell things aren't bouncing their way this year, and it is glorious and hilarious all in one.
I mean, it would have been – I would have laughed if they would have blocked the kick again. I would have been like –
I mean, it would have been kind of funny, but also it's just fun to see because somehow the Chiefs are still sitting there like top 2 or 3 Super Bowl favorites, and they're like – they have a hard time just to get into the playoffs at this point. Like, they're a 5-5 team. And there's a famous quote. It is, you are what your record is, Stu, right? You are what your record is.
They're still 5-5, but hear me out. They still have a
That's all you need to say about it, Stu. There's no defending it. They're 5-5. What is this? Open. Like, last year they got historically crazy bounces and luck. And this year they're not. And look, they're an average team. Who would have thunk? An average team without bounces.
Indeed, but that's okay. You know what?
Yeah, that's crazy. So the Chiefs right now, besides the Chiefs have the best chance of winning the Super Bowl among any AFC team. How do you do that when you're 5-5?
Yeah. No, I mean, and like granted, they have moments, but like they're just, I don't know. Like, when are we gonna accept the fact that they didn't clutch this year? Like, let's just
maybe they're not as good clutch, but they still have hope. They're still hoping.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Everybody's like giving them all this hope, but it's like they very well could lose to the Colts this weekend. And then what? You're sitting there with a losing record at Week 12.
I mean, the Colts lose against the Steelers, who are pretty trash.
So, Stuart, who have the Chiefs lost to? 5 teams, 5 different teams, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The Jaguars.
Yeah, the Jaguars, exactly.
Yeah, the Jaguars.
The Broncos team that just last week you were saying was terrible, and you put all your stock options on the Chiefs because of how bad the Broncos were, and they just beat them. You say how terrible the Chargers are, they beat them. You say how terrible the Jaguars are, they beat them.
Yep.
Like, but then you're going to talk smack because the Colts lost 1 game in Pittsburgh? Like, come on, Stu. Come on.
Hey, that's why I'm Stu Stradamus. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I mean,
and then
if anyone's anything about Adamus, predicting the future, I like Doug's preseason pick. Chiefs going 8-9. They're 5-5, so they're right there.
But anyway, we'll see how it goes in this week. So, gentlemen, we got to talk about the fun week of Thursday Night Football, where the New York Jets continue to still suck ass against the Patriots. It's just meet the old boss, same as the new boss. Look at that. Jets still suck, and the Patriots still own the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, last week we gave the Jets a 2. I mean, it's an away game for the Jets. The Patriots have shown their worth. They're probably I know the Colts had a bye week when we rained heavily on the Colts being an amazing team. But man, Drake Maye. But anyways, let's talk about the Jets, shall we?
We'll talk about Jets. So unfortunately, it looks like there's a couple of issues. So one of them looks like that Justin Fields might be benched for next week and is going for Tyrod Taylor.
I mean, that's smart. Like, Justin Fields looks like a classic Ohio State Buckeyes quarterback. All due respect, I know they're number 1 in the country, gentlemen. But
no, I like your take, Doug. I love it.
One, I can't wait.
This dude, I mean, that was the whole thing. This dude's historically a bad quarterback. Like, I honestly defended the pick going into the season. Like, he might do something, spark something. Absolutely nothing. Like, this is abysmal to watch.
This is abysmal. And, gentlemen, we got to talk about a funny, interesting week where Woody Johnson is getting pissed that his ratings is not doing great, where he got an F, and he's suing the NFL ratings board when they do the report cards.
So I assume Woody Johnson, is he the owner of the Jets or something?
Yep, the owner of the Jets.
Gotcha.
Well, I don't know if you've looked. I read an article on this today too, not specifically about that, but just the concept. And the owners that are getting bad grades are getting pissed because they're like, it goes against the collective bargaining agreement because they can't rate us. And so it's like, dude, if you're giving them crappy meals and bad facilities, like, of course teams want to know that. Like,
I mean, it's like going on a Yelp and then it's like everyone gave you 1 stars and be like, it's the stupid, they're just haters. It's like,
or hear me out. You haven't had a winning season in 15 years and you have bad facilities. Step it up. Whatever you're doing wrong, step it up, bro. Like,
this team.
Hopefully they improve their facilities because the World Cup is coming in North America and the final is going to be played in New York Giants.
Well, I think their stadium is good, but like the Chargers, I think they said they had like a C at their facilities, but they built this brand new training facility. Now it's an A+. So it's like some of these teams, though, they haven't updated their stuff and they get low grades, or some of them the owner directly gets graded too. Like, there was one that got just a straight F for ownership. I forgot which one that was. Probably. And the Chiefs scored pretty bad on a lot of stuff too, but they got an A+ on their coach, but everything else was pretty low, which is surprising.
You can't go wrong with Andy Reid.
I mean, A+ for sure. Arguably, probably in the Mount Rushmore, I think.
Yes. But last week, gentlemen, we gave the Jets, who've been sucking ass, all 2s, and I'm going to continue giving them a 2 because here's why. This is a good Patriots team. They didn't get clobbered by the Patriots. They didn't get destroyed by the Patriots. So I'll be nice to them. So I think the Jets get the 2, and also I think the Browns are probably worse than the Jets.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with the 2 because there's 2 teams in my mind that have the 1. It's the Browns and the Titans. We'll visit those teams when we get to them. So keep them at 2.
I'll stick with the 2 too. I mean, they're bad, but they're not the bottom of the barrel bad. They're just standard horrific.
That is a standard hard fit of disaster and failure right there. And look at this. The Patriots still owning the Jets since 2001. Isn't that amazing? Beating them 27-14. Still owning them.
24 years they've been dominating?
No, Stu, it is not amazing. It is not amazing at all. This is
okay. It's not amazing because it's like, my God, if Drake Maye wins a Super Bowl, there could be a possibility. Why? Why did this organization... They can't get away with this. They cannot get away. I wanted 5 to 7 years of mediocrity, Patriots.
I mean, at a minimum. The thing that's hard for me, too, is watching Jared Goff, he needs a perfect pocket. Watching Drake Maye and Josh Allen, when they're outside the pocket, they're innovative. They're finding angles. They're, creating so much time and space for their playmakers that it doesn't matter that he doesn't have a number 1 receiver, really. I mean, Stephon Diggs is stepping up, sure. But it's kind of the same thing with Josh Allen. There's not that true elite number 1. Doesn't matter because Drake Maye can buy so much time, move, make any throw on the field. Dude is unbelievable. That's for sure.
In addition to Josh Allen, he has James Cook, and then in addition to Drake Maye, he has Travion Henderson, great Ohio State product, who had five touchdowns in 5 days. I saw that stat because they played on Thursday night. They play on Monday night. So 2 touchdowns on Monday night, and then this past Thursday, 3 touchdowns. So we gave the Patriots an 8 last week. I'm comfortable with an 8 as well. I think there's one other team in the AFC or 2 possibly that will keep the Patriots going from an 8 to a 9.
And it is interesting, gentlemen, because like I said, they would be playing against the garbage Jaguars right now, and they would clumper
the Jaguars just won 35-3.
They beat the Chargers, who we thought the Chargers were.
I agree with your logic, though. I think you can't go to a 9. This is one of those teams that I don't think could hit a 9 this year just because you got to see them in the playoffs. I can't guarantee a second-year quarterback a Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, I'm going to give them the 8 also. It is kind of funny, gentlemen. I don't think besides preseason with the Chiefs where I picked it, we have not given out 1-9 in the whole 11 weeks. It's crazy to think about that.
Parity is real this year, Stu.
Parity is damn real in this year, and look at that, gentlemen. And now we got to talk about the Madrid game where the Washington Commanders commanded to get a loss in overtime, mind you. 16-13 right there, gentlemen.
At least we gave the Spaniards a little bit of extra football, American football-wise, a little bit of overtime there. So it still seemed like it was a boring game. I watched a little bit of it while I was tailgating for the Browns game.
I'm not gonna lie. I watched this game and it was one of those games that's like, man, both of these teams deserve a loss.
The best game internationally wise, we had 3 games in London, 1 game in Germany, and then this game here in Spain. The best one was the German game when we said the Saints, no, not the Saints, the Rams. When it was Devontae Adams 3 touchdowns, whoever they played. That was the most entertaining international game so far this season.
The international games, they're fun that's on in the morning. If I'm not doing anything and I have a free Sunday, yeah, sure, I'll put it on and just kind of hang out. But I'm glad they don't put banger matchups over there because I wouldn't want to watch it that early and I don't know. It's cool for what it is, but it definitely.
I know the NFL they're trying to get more viewership, but I like what you're saying. You can't throw Eagles Lions or an Eagles Broncos or Eagles Colts game.
We can't give them A-tier matchups. Those got to stay here in America. Okay.
Right.
In America land, we get our good matchups right over here. Though it was kind of cool that they saw the refs speaking in Spanish about the penalties.
I did see that. I did see that about
that. I was like, you know what? I'll give you credit. I like that.
So we gave the Commanders a 3 last week. Who are we going with here?
So we gave the Washington Commanders last week. So I'm the only one that gave them 2s, and Christopher and Douglas gave them 3s.
Well, yeah, median is a 3. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll start with you, Douglas. What did you think about this Commanders being an absolute tire fire right now? And
oh man, I think I'm gonna agree with you, Stu. They're rough. I'm gonna go with a 2. This team, they're just kind of dead right now. The defense is really bad. I mean, they played a nice game, it appears here, but like, golly. Without Jaden Daniels, this team is lifeless.
I mean, even your categories, it's like he's meowing like meow lifeless, meow commander.
Less social Lizzie, that's how much she agrees.
Yes, even less social, even your less socially cat is like, wait a minute, Commanders, they suck.
Yeah, she wanted to chime in on the Commanders without Jane Daniels. I respect it. Heck yeah, Lizzie.
I will always still say this. Like, I know I'm kicking the dead horse. This is a reason why Marcus Mariota has only been a backup for the last like 10 years as an NFL.
Yeah, where I was about to bring him up. Where did he start his NFL career at? The Tennessee
Titans, if I remember correctly.
He was a product of the Oregon Ducks, right?
I think
Ducks.
Yeah, he won the Heisman too. Wow. Well,
he won the Heisman.
Yikes.
But I will say it. I'm giving them a 2 right there because, like I said, this team looks abysmal. I don't think they're going to beat the Cowboys. I don't think they're going to. I honestly don't even think it's going to be a tank bowl when it's between the Commanders and the Giants. And you know what? Both of them should get a loss. They should just tie the game 0-0, and then they both get a loss. Because then it's like both teams are abysmal.
Honestly, if the Dolphins were like one game worse than what they are, if they were 2-7 coming into this game, not 3-7 or whatever, then that would have been a tank bowl. And that this game in Madrid, Spain was almost a tank bowl. I agree with give them a 2 real quick. 2. They're not doing anything without Jane Daniels. Luckily, they have a bye week this upcoming week, so maybe they could, regroup. Give Jane. I mean, is Daniels coming back anytime soon?
That's a good question. That is a good question indeed. How long is Jaden?
Yeah, we can figure that out later.
Yes, I just wanted to look it up, Mr. Daniels, sir.
I thought he was only out a few weeks.
Yeah, I don't know how long.
Right.
He is okay. He could return. He return? It looks like he could be returning. Right there, gentlemen.
All right. Well, thanks for the in-depth analysis there, Stuart.
Yes. Yeah. So he can join in 2 weeks, but I will say, man, 2 wins in a row. Can you believe it? We live in a world. I know it's a garbage Commanders team that has a backup quarterback. But bully, they're 4-7, baby. Can you believe it? The Dolphins are sort of back, even though 2 is kind of trash. And this team looks like it was not that great. And they went to overtime. And 2 almost below this game again. So last week, I gave them 3s.
Yeah, we all gave them a 3, and I think.
Yeah, I'm keeping at the 3. This team should have lost this game. They almost tried to lose this game. This game was not good. I don't deserve a 4. This team does not deserve a 4. No 4 for you.
Let's see where the Dolphins at. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep them at a 3 as well. I mean, a 5 is missing the playoffs. A 4 is right there.
But they're the textbook definition of a 3 team, in my opinion. They're only beating them up on bad teams.
Well, they're not even beating up bad teams, so I'll also stay at a 3. Like, this is a team that lost by 22 to the Lions, and who they played the week before, but I think they lost by even more. They lost to Seattle. They were down like ridiculous as Seattle.
Also, don't forget they lost to the Browns.
Yeah.
I was at that game.
Yeah, 3 sounds great.
It sounds great and miserable, and and I will always say it, in 3 weeks, we're going to probably have their eulogy for the Dolphins coming soon.
No.
Browns aren't too far away from that eulogy, so I can't wait.
You cannot wait for that one, indeed. And now, speaking of eulogies, we got to do a eulogy for the end of the season. Brr, brr, brr.
Wait for for Michael Penix. I respect that.
Penix is apparently expected to be out of the year, and they lost 27-30. It is not looking good for the Falcons. I believe the Falcons have lost 5 games in a row at this point.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think there's got to be some questions about whether Penix is even their guy. Because, I saw this thing where it was kind of talking about the top 3 quarterbacks in last year's draft class. You have Jaden Daniels, Drake Maye, Caleb Williams, all thriving. Rookie of the Year, NFC Championship, #1 AFC, and then Caleb Williams, first in the NFC North. But then the next three, where they shouldn't have been first rounders, you have J.J. McCarthy, who's really struggling in Minnesota. You have Michael Penix, who's really struggling in Atlanta. And who am I forgetting? There's one more in there that I'm not thinking of. There's a 6 QB that was taken in the first round last year. Not the point.
And you're not talking about this year. You're not talking about Cam Ward, right?
No, that was I guess it was 2 years ago. My apologies. But
no, you're
basically
fine.
what this article is saying, though, is that the 4th, 5th, 6th QB taken in that draft all should have been more 2nd, 3rd round draft picks. Like, they weren't worthy of the ceiling, but teams get so desperate. And so then you kind of reach on a guy, and then you're kind of stuck in this, like, not elite quarterback, but you think you have enough for a franchise quarterback, but then it kind of leaves you like where we saw what Sam Darnold did last year with Minnesota and now what they are this year. And, like, I've seen enough of Michael Penix to kind of be like, is he your guy? Like, he kind of looks like a worse version of Tua. Like, I don't know.
It's like a level Tua, basically.
We've definitely mentioned this last 3 or 4 podcasts. Baker Mayfield, Cleveland, not his ideal location, goes to Tampa Bay. A perfect fit. So maybe Michael Penix. Well, also, I'm sure you guys have read Michael Penix. He's played 8 years between collegiate years and the NFL, professionally wise. In those 8 years, he's been injured, season-ending injury 5 of those 8 years. So I just don't think Michael Penix is fit because of it injury-wise for a professional football career.
Yeah. Thank goodness they have Kirk Cousins, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
everyone's making money in Atlanta, quarterback-wise.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is going to help this team out, right?
I mean, it can't get worse.
He's going to be their starting quarterback now. So yeah, let's go, Kirk Cousins.
But I will still say the legendary bag grabber Kirk Cousins is now going to be the starter, and this team is doomed. So we'll start with you, Christopher. Last week we gave him 3s.
All right, so we gave the Commanders a 2, Commanders a 2. They're 3-8. Falcons are 3-7. Oh man, like who'd win, Falcons or Commanders? That's tough.
Oh God, who would win in the battle of the bad backups? Kirk Cousins or Marcus Mariota?
Oh man, I'd probably go with Kirk Cousins. That's why I'm gonna keep Falcons at 3. Yeah.
I like a 3 as well. Did you guys know Bryce Young, who we were talking about length last week, threw for 444 yards on this team? Not just a career high for Bryce Young, a franchise record. So not only is the offense trash, but the defense is trash too.
Wow. Yeah, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, 4. Yeah, wow.
Like, golly, dude. And they still went to overtime, but like, you lost, you stink, you're a 3.
Oh, okay. You might hate me on this one, gentlemen.
Ooh,
I'm giving you 2. I'm going 2 right now because it's like, how are you going to do better with Kirk Cousins as the starter?
Well, I mean, and Atlanta was up 21-10 at the half too.
Yeah, like how do you blow this? Like this team looks like it's going to be a disaster. Like, oh my goodness.
Hey, toilet bowl next week. We got the Falcons playing in New Orleans.
Oh, the battle of the tank. You know what? They're bringing those tanks in. Bring the tanks to New Orleans right now, gentlemen, because the tanks are marching in right here.
Isn't that the Mercedes-Benz Superdome? Is that what it's still called in down in New Orleans?
Honestly, they should just change it to the Yugo crappy car.
Yeah,
like that's
not the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, but how about just the toilet dome?
Yeah,
they should just have it as a toilet dome right here. Indeed. And now, can you believe it, Douglas? The Carolina Panthers won a game in overtime, behind by 10. They won 30-27.
When you have a quarterback throwing for 448 yards, you better freaking win that game.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is too about this team is like they've won ugly. Like they've won. Like what they beat Green Bay by, it was like a really low scoring game. Then they can flip it and have one of these high scoring overtime shootouts. So it's like. They got something here, but the most concerning factor for me is they have a negative 42-point differential. So it's like when they're losing, they're getting destroyed, and when they're winning, they're barely winning. So it's like there's some nice pieces here, winning record, but it's like they lost at home to the Saints the week before. It's like they lost by 31 to the Bills. Like it's like they lost by 29 to the Patriots. They lost to the Cardinals. They lost by 16 to the Jags. It's like their losses when they lose, they're losing by double digits. And that's the time. So it's like I'm going to give them a 5. They're right there nipping at the Lions' heels. But it's like they don't seem like a true playoff contender to me just because they're so up and down. And if any team in the NFC saw them in the playoffs, they would be licking their chops because they're like the Panthers aren't ready to kind of step up to these like more elite teams, if you will, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely bouncing them up to the 5. Like this team is looking a lot like when they win. I do agree with you, Douglas. When they win good. But when they lose, it's like ugly losses. That's like the frustrating part. Like for a team that's not going to that could make the postseason, but I don't know if they are. Like you can't have these ugly losses to like really bad teams. You know what I mean? And consistently have these ugly losses.
Because if they beat the Saints at home last week, they're sitting there at what 7-4.
Yeah, 7-4. They're 6-5 right now. Yeah,
7-4, and they're comfortably in the playoffs over a team like the Lions right now, at least half a game up. That's like those are the games that you have to be able to win.
Like they would be ahead of like it's against them and like the San Francisco 49ers right now, like battling it out right now.
Well, and that's what's so frustrating is like that loss. I mean, if they miss the playoffs, like they can easily circle. We lost at home and only put up 7 points to the New Orleans Saints. Like, come on.
Yeah,
I'm agreeing with you guys. Give me a 5 because, well, one, I never thought I would consider Detroit in the most recent of years that Detroit would have a battle with Carolina at the moment for the last playoff spot. But yeah, like Doug hit on the head. 4 out of their 6 wins have been by exactly 3 points. So when they win, they're not winning by a lot. But hey, I always say a win is a win. I don't even know who Carolina plays next week, but man, yeah, Panthers, if they would have won 2 weeks ago being the Saints, yeah, they could be seeing potentially top of this division.
Yeah, they're scheduled. Oh, they get to play the 49ers on Monday.
Ooh, and then the Rams. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they have a chance to prove themselves because if they can beat the 49ers, then that could become a de facto playoff type of situation.
And here's the great thing about this Panthers team or their schedule is they have not yet played the division leader, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, yet. They play them 2 times in the last 3 weeks of the season. Yeah, so it's going to be the nitty-gritty.
49ers, Rams, and Buccaneers twice. It's like, all right, so this is –
and Seahawks. Yeah, Buccaneers, Seahawks, Buccaneers. Oh, all right. So if the Panthers are truly a playoff team – yeah, we will see that.
I mean, that sounds to me like at best they're winning one more game on the season.
Yeah, right.
Enjoy this one, boys.
I know. I always bring up who has the toughest remaining schedule. This right now is the Panthers. Panthers have the toughest remaining schedule in the NFL, I do believe.
I would put $0 on them making the playoffs.
Yeah, right.
But I will say, gentlemen, I was correct on one thing when I said in preseason the Panthers might be the second best team in the NFC South.
Clearly, yeah, they swept the Falcons this year. Good for them.
Stradamus is never wrong. And I said the Jets were trash.
I mean, I assume that Doug and I probably picked the Falcons to be the second best in the NFC South.
I think you picked them to be first, Chris. If I remember correctly. You picked them
the Falcons, not the Buccaneers. Wow.
You picked them to make a nice run at it too. Like I think you picked the Falcons to be good.
Man,
I don't remember what you gave them, but you were very high in the Falcons.
That was a big mistake. That's why they don't call you Chris.
Good thing we didn't put any money on that. Good thing I don't remember saying that. Usually I'm a man of my word, but
well, I mean, I'm sure we can pull up the preseason rankings quickly, but not a big deal.
I'll listen to the podcast later.
There you
go. I will say once we get to the playoffs in January, gentlemen, we'll probably show the preseason rankings and say, "Oh, who were we correct and what were we wrong?"
And that'll get me very excited. Heck yeah.
Yes, and now we got to talk about another team that laid an egg. It was a close game. Honestly, the score did not show what it was like. It was like a nail biter, and then the Bills scored another touchdown. So Tampa lost.
Why are we talking about the Bills? We talked about the loser first, right? The Buccaneers.
I was confused. I thought the Bills were coming.
Now we're talking. Let's go.
Yeah,
this was a good game into the fourth quarter. Too bad they couldn't stop Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen should be MVP. I'm not going to put any money on it because Drake Maye's right there. Usually running backs don't win, but Jonathan Taylor. But yeah, Josh Allen, man. 6 total touchdowns, 3 rushing, 3 passing. Oof. Anyways, back to Baker Mayfield and the
back to the Baker Mayfield and the Baker Mayfield. And as always, Christopher, you still miss Baker, as always.
Oh yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Yes, I do miss him completely. Because instead of the Browns having 2 rookie quarterbacks, maybe we could still have Baker Mayfield. But hey,
maybe you could have used that money to get wide receivers to pass it to Baker, and then
the wide receivers aren't passing it to Baker. Well, we tried the one time, but that was illegal procedure. But
anyway, last week we gave all them 6s for the Buccaneers. They looked good in that interception when the Buccaneers got it in the first round, in the first half, and then it's like whamp, womp, womp, womp. But they would be playing against the Seahawks in the theoretical playoffs right now. They ain't beating the Seahawks. I'm keeping it at the 6 for right now. I just feel like that they look like there could be a one and done team right now. Like,
sure, you said there was a pick 6 or there's no defensive.
No, there was an interception play.
Oh, okay. I thought like pick 6. Yeah. I agree with the 6. Sure. Yeah, Buccaneers, because they're still top of their division. I know we got the Panthers climbing up there, but like we just mentioned, we don't think the Panthers have what it takes, especially with the Panthers having, one of the toughest schedules remaining. And with the Buccaneers going into Buffalo, their home field's in Florida. They're going to play Josh Allen, potential MVP. Tough game. Keep them at a 6, though. I see them making the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, they're unfortunately kind of banged up and not consistent enough at the moment to be a deep threat. Like, I think so. I'll stick with a 6 as well. Like, I don't.
Yeah, because hypothetically, they'd be playing the Seahawks. Oh,
yeah, that's a bad matchup.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, they're not going to beat the Seahawks at this point, so we'll see. And then look at this: Buffalo won a game. Congratulations, Buffalo! You went from an ugly loss to now a decisive sort of win.
I wonder how many tables were broken after or before this game. Obviously, we all know how the Bills fans like to jump on tables, make it a good tailgate experience.
Yes, I would definitely break some tables. I mean, I will say this, Douglas. Would you break?
You want to break some tables? All right, let's go.
See, I don't know. I watched a video of a dude attempt to get slammed through one, and then he kind of missed and fell on the concrete. And I was like, "No, I'm not."
Yeah, a little concussion on the back of his head. Yeah, all right, how fun is that?
I mean, put a mattress under me, and then maybe. I'm not at a point in my life where I'm jumping off of trucks trying to break through tables.
Hey, there's 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds that are doing that still in Buffalo.
Listen, those tables are a solid $35 to $40 investment. I don't know if I want to
say I'm too financially responsible for this. I'm not breaking. I'm not busting my nice tables.
Hey, I will say it. My one friend, his brother is a Buffalo Bills fan, and there was one video about it was a joke, but it was like, hey, here's a breaking tables for kids.
Was he in the video? Was your buddy in the video?
No, he was not in the video, but I was like, oh, I should say that to him.
Well, if I'm being honest, too, if we got big enough, let's say we get big enough to where we go tailgate and we get to do something fun like that. If I'm sitting there in Buffalo with a table in front of me, I'm probably going through it.
I'll break
one in Rome, but sitting here in my comfy chair, I don't want to do it. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not about to walk downstairs to my living room and start breaking tables. If I had a couple shots of Fireball, a couple drinks in me, all right, then it's a different. In Buffalo, it's a different story.
I would say if we get big enough and we're going to go tailgate across America, I'll be sober enough to break a table in Buffalo.
I don't know about sober enough. I'd have to in order to land my shoulder, my elbow through a table. Like I said, a couple shots and a couple drinks. I don't want to be sober for that.
Would either one of you guys let me RKO you through it?
No. You get the ladder 10 feet.
That has to be the element of surprise. So, Doug, you RKO Stewart. He'll never see it.
No. Give me the ladder and I'm jumping it. But anyway, we got to talk about the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, we gave the Bills a 6 last week communally. So
yes, we gave the Bills because they did have a pitiable loss against the Dolphins. But this week they had a good win against a good Buccaneers team. And
I think I mentioned it last week that Bills loss to the Dolphins, that game is in Miami, if I'm correct. It was a fluke game. Bills. They're second in their division. Hypothetically, who they be playing?
The Steelers.
I mean, the Steelers. Who's their quarterback going to be? Because Aaron Rodgers has a wrist injury. What?
Yeah.
Mason Rudolph.
Well, they said he's a game time decision, or he still might play. So we'll see how he feels. But
yeah,
I'd give the Bills a 7. I'm comfortable. I mean, the way they're playing, Josh Allen, MVP, MVP caliber type guy. 6 total touchdowns, 7 for the Bills.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they're still one of the best few teams in the AFC. It's just kind of going to be matchups for them, and are they clicking at the right time? Because we've seen them kind of go flat in games too. They kind of have some of that Lions in them, where it's like when they're on, but when they're off, you're like, what in the heck did I just watch?
Yeah, and it's like, and then you have this like random like ugly loss. Like Buffalo was the Dolphins, Lions it was the Vikings. It's like, what? Why'd you guys lose?
Exactly. So it's no bueno.
So I'll give these guys a 7. I think I'm bumping them up, but this is giving me a lot of Josh Allen not winning the Super Bowl vibes. I just don't know on this team.
Josh Allen, no.
Who's going to beat Josh Allen in the AFC Championship game? Is it going to be Patrick Mahomes again?
That would be kind of lit. How pissed would you be?
We brought up last week. Mahomes has a better record against Josh Allen.
It's about as lit as the Patriots being good again, okay? That's about how lit this is.
Okay. Who would you rather have? The Patriots win the Super Bowl or Patty Mahomes and the Chiefs win the Super Bowl?
Oh, 100% the Patriots. Like I would love.
I'm tired of the Patriots.
I was gonna say, like, I don't care. Like Tom Brady, like it's a different team to me. This is Drake Maye's team. I don't care what Tom Brady did there.
All right, we'll see that one indeed. And now we got the LA Chargers charging their way into a freaking bad loss.
They're charging their way not into the end zone, Stu. That's for sure.
Yeah, and it's a lot of pain. This honestly, they lost 35-6, and honestly, it's like this is the official. There was like one time when the official Chargers Twitter account, and I always remember Tree always does it in the podcast and his YouTube and Twitter. He always just says one thing, and it's just Chargers, and it's pain, and it's just Justin Herbert looking sad. Well, this game reminds me of that.
I that they lost both of their offensive tackles too, and it's like, and their running backs, like they need to adjust. Because whatever they're doing, it's silly. Because they're sitting there putting in Justin Herbert in bad situations. Like, thankfully for him, he's still dating Madison Beer, so life isn't that bad. But,
I mean, he was doing good. I mean, his life is really cool.
He $50 million a year, and you get to date Madison Beer. Like, you got something going on.
Date Madison Beer. You're apparently elite on chess.com. Apparently, Justin Herbert is a huge chess fan.
Nice.
Wait, chess. CHESS.
Yes.
I thought you said chess. I'm like, okay, what kind of website is that?
I was going to say, like, all right. I mean,
like, all right. If he's a huge fan of chess.com, no wonder he's dating Madison Beer. But all right. So, but chess, like the actual board game. All right, gotcha. All right.
But anyway, gentlemen, so last week we gave the Chargers all 7s, and they would be playing against the Patriots. And let's be honest, they ain't beating no Patriots.
I mean, I'll give them a week 6 because honestly, my heart wants me to give them a 5. Because, like, this doesn't look like a playoff team anymore.
No.
Like, this looks like a team that lost their identity without their offensive tackles, and the defense has been underwhelming from what was one of the best defenses in the league last year. Mm-hmm. It'll be tough just to make the playoffs at this point for the Chargers.
Oh, sorry. It was not the Chargers, but they play against the Colts, and they're not beating the Colts. So
same thing.
Yeah, this team's kind of mid. This is a good question. I should probably ask this gentleman. Will the Chargers or the Jaguars or both of these teams miss the postseason?
Not both. One of them's got to make it.
I don't think the Chargers are going to make it.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing that's going to work for them is if they can beat the Chiefs again, because, I mean, losing the head-to-head to the Jaguars is big time. So they need to have the head-to-head over the Chiefs to really have a shot at this point, because it's not looking good.
It is not looking good indeed.
Sure, I'm glad you wrote a 6 in for me because I was going to give him a 6 anyways. So I appreciate
it. I forgot about it. I'm sorry.
You read my mind, Stuart. You are Sustradamus.
Sustradamus right there.
I know Christopher's not putting them at 7. Let's be honest.
Wait, I'm sorry. I was coughing. Sorry for the interruption. Who did you guys say that was not going to make the playoffs between the Chargers and who?
And the Jaguars. Like, which do you think either both of them are not going to make the postseason or one of them is not going to make the postseason?
Oh, I mean if anything's going to happen magically, the way the Chiefs and the referees been acting together, it'd probably be, it's probably going to be Baltimore in there and Jacksonville not in there. But I would definitely say the Chargers will make it. I say this was a fluke game. I've been saying the last two weeks for a certain team. This was a fluke game.
I thought the Chargers were 6-5. They still are 7-4, so they still have a game and a half. But it's
right. But maybe Jacksonville's looking legit, you know?
I mean, that's also possible. They've been up and down. Houston still is right there somehow. They're the 8th seed. Don't know how that happens.
Yeah, like Houston, the Chiefs, and the Ravens are still fighting for their lives to make this spot.
I mean, Houston owns the tiebreaker over Kansas City right now, too. So Kansas City is losing tiebreakers right now to Houston, Jacksonville, and the Chargers and the Bills. So, like, the 5 teams that are all chasing for the wild cards, they lose the tiebreaker right now, too.
Yeah.
Not a good recipe for the Chiefies.
It is not a good recipe, but we'll see how it goes right there.
Oh.
And
bye-bye.
then
Bye-bye.
Yes, bye.
Thankfully for the Chargers, I think they have a bye week and then they play the Raiders. So things have some optimism, but then they play the Eagles, Chiefs.
It is the good question. Who's winning the injury bowl? The 49ers or the Chargers?
I mean, it seems like the Chargers, because theirs are affecting them so much more. The 49ers seem to have adapted and like seem to still be playing strong and consistent week to week, where the Chargers have just kind of flatlined some weeks.
Yeah, I feel like they're like the Lions, but like if the Lions just like went like went down and worse each week last season.
Yeah. But who are the Jaguars playing a theoretical playoff here?
They would be playing against the Patriots.
Yeah, I mean they're a 6. I mean they have some fun wins, but they also have some kind of surprising losses. Like they're a fun story. I'd like to see Trevor Lawrence take that step, but I don't see it for them. But you never know.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. It's a tough spot because, like I said, they did be against a Chargers team who's going to be mediocre, and I don't think they're going to make the postseason. But I kind of feel like I honestly kind of see both the Chargers and the Jaguars not making the postseason. I honestly could see either the Texans, Chiefs, or Ravens just level up a little bit because I think they're
as the Chiefs, of course.
Well, the thing with the Ravens, though, you got to think with the Ravens. Their most likely scenario is passing the Steelers, and then the Steelers being the ones that miss it. So, like, it's not like the Ravens aren't going to kick one of those teams out. They'll probably kick the Steelers out. So we got to be also asking, are the Steelers going to hold on here?
Yeah, we didn't pay attention yet because more than likely the way the AFC North is playing out, seems like there might only be one team from that division making it. Steelers or the Ravens. Yeah, Jaguars won. Give me a 6. I like the way they're playing. Lot of rushing touchdowns in that game. 1 from Tootin, 2 from ETN. If they can keep it going, heck yeah. If that defense could keep it moving, like they only gave 6 points against the Chargers, perfect. But yeah, something about it. But hey, it's how they're currently playing. They're playing like a playoff team.
Yeah, I mean they are playing the playoff teams, but I'm still kind of like sussy right over here. Indeed.
Yeah, it might be sus, but like how they currently playing, just because like it might be sus. Like a sus team.
You are what your record is. You are what your record is. Still, they beat the Chiefs.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, they are playing better than the Chiefs. Thank you so much, Doug. I greatly. I like that.
Or picking his nose. Trevor Lawrence beat those Chiefies. Yeah. And now speaking the opposite right there, the Chicago Bears. Can you believe it? The Vikings lost 17-19. At one point, they had the lead in this game.
No, I mean honestly, it was a pretty fun game. The Vikings put up, like, JJ needs to learn how to do fourth quarter JJ for an entire game, and they might be good. Like, he put up a nice 14 points.
Or maybe he could throw 40% of his passes. 16-32. That'd help too.
Yeah, I mean, that's better than Goff did this week, or Shador.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we don't have to bring Shador into it. As much as I love you guys making fun of the Browns, which I can.
My apologies. You're right. The unfair comparison.
All right.
Right.
The Browns are garbage.
No. We gotta be polite and politically correct, gentlemen. This is the Cleveland Clowns. This is the Clowns.
Do I have any room to talk because of our team? My team is so bad. I don't know if I have.
I mean, you have plenty of room. Like the Lions just got embarrassed. Like Stu's probably gonna call them the kittens.
We got Quillian Williams, baby.
I mean, I will say, unfortunately, JJ isn't looking like the guy. I mean, maybe he's still young. He's still got time to develop. But it's hard to watch, man. Like, he is missing open target after open target. And it's like, dude, you have Justin Jefferson out there. Like, just hit him in the hands. Like,
yeah. You're in a best spot. You're not in, like, a QB hell where you're like Cam Ward right now, where you're just in, like, a dumpster fire of an organization, and they fired their coach right now. Like, you got Justin Jefferson. You got, like, best receivers. right there.
Yeah,
you got weapons. Like, you know how
his QBR is 26.6. Terrible. More interceptions than
Sanders.
I mean, his QBR on the day was 22, 150 yards, 50% completions. Like, I would love to know what his like off-target throw rate is. Like, I saw somebody pull out that stat the other day because I think that's the article I was reading about Michael Penix, where it's just like missing way too many open guys, you know. And like that's how I feel about JJ, where it's like
ratings. It was like is 47.4, 47.7.
What is that? That's off-target throws.
Yeah, it was like rantings or like RITING ratings. Oh. Yeah, but still,
doesn't sound good. I don't know what it means, but it doesn't sound good.
Yeah, versus Caleb Williams, he had 68.9 on his completions.
Nice.
Oh, you're going completion percentage. All right.
Yeah, completions percentage. Yeah, right there. That's not great. But anyway, last week we all gave him 4s. Bouncing back because they are still in the mid spot. They're not like going down, but still, like I don't feel confident in this one. JJ's not the guy right now. But are they worse than the Cardinals? And I give the Cardinals a 3.
Well, we didn't rate the Cardinals yet. You're talking about the Falcons?
Yeah, I'm trying to look at I'm just trying to think right there.
Yeah, we give the Falcons a 3. We give the Commanders a 2. That's where I'm going off my ranking.
I think this is still a mid team because they're still 4-6, so I'm going to give them the 4 for right now.
Yeah, and I agree with you, sir. I'm giving them a 4 as well because we give the Commanders a 2, give the Falcons a 3. Vikings could more than JJ McCarthy. Yeah, he's struggling, man. But yeah, like last year, they went 14-3. I know they had Sam Darnold. Now they're 4-6. It's like, man, that's crazy. But hey, in JJ McCarthy, I guess they trust. See, I'm comfortable with a 4.
Yeah, I like the logic. I think they're still a team that you wouldn't be shocked if they made a run at it. You know, like they obviously won in Detroit a couple weeks ago. They should have won this game. Like, honestly, I think this is where experience will eventually kick in because they were even saying, I was watching the end of this game and they were like, oh, like they're basically saying how a more experienced team maybe wouldn't rush to score a touchdown. And then JJ, of course, has his best throw of the game for a long touchdown with 50 seconds left. It's like you can't fault him. You took the lead. You did what you were supposed to do. But, like, you would just like to see that little bit of game experience where it's like get that thing down to 15, 20 seconds and don't give the Bears a chance.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you had a chance to kind of control this game. And, like, I'm not saying that it's his fault. He had a great drive there down the game. But you just would like to see that little bit of savvy with the way the NFL is going. Like, we've seen it. You leave a team 20 seconds, they might still get the field goal. But 50 seconds in the NFL, and I think they had multiple timeouts still too, for a good quarterback is way too long to just kick a field goal. You get the freaking ball at the 35-yard line, and kickers are making 67-yard field goals, so you need 15 yards.
Yeah. Like I always think about that. Prime Brady, with that timeout, he would have gotten the ball and gotten the field goal and won the game.
I mean, yeah, like most quarterbacks in the top half of the league are going to convert there. It just is what it is. Only needing a field goal. But so I mean, I'll go the 4 as well. Like they're still a solid team, but JJ's got to start developing and kind of not so panicky in the first 3 quarters.
Yeah, we'll see how Minnesota does indeed. And look at this, the Bears.
The Bears.
Live in a world. The Bears are actually legit. They're in the lead. They're the division lead. Who would have thought that the Bears would be in the division lead?
I mean, if we would go back and rewind the tapes to our preseason picks, I don't think any of us really would have picked the Bears.
Oh,
definitely not me. Sir, are you answering the question? Sir, what's the question?
No, I said I picked the Packers, and you guys.
No. What's the question you always ask me about the Bears, though, Stu?
Yeah, but anyway, like nobody thought. Like I thought we're gonna bounce back, maybe a little bit better, but still, it's like.
Well, sir, the question is Caleb Williams a bust?
No, yeah. Is he?
That's the question you always have to ask me.
Do you remember? I mean, look at this 7-3. I guess he's a bust, right?
Well,
all right. So now I'm looking at the Bears' schedule. You know, they beat the Cowboys, Raiders, Commanders, Saints, Bengals, Giants, Vikings. I'd probably say 4 out of their 7 wins might have been easier wins than typically, but we always say a win's a win.
And I should say, gentlemen, they would be playing against the Packers, but it's at Bears country right now. But
also,
They definitely could beat the Packers.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the Bears have not. Last week and I should probably say this, gentlemen. Last week we gave the Bears all 6s. I'm bumping them up to the 7. I honestly think this team is looking a lot great. They have not had any sussy losses. I feel like, unlike the Packers, where I feel like they sometimes have these sussy losses and the ties against the Cowboys. I honestly think the Bears are looking good, and honestly, I am super impressed with Caleb Williams and how he has shown this year why he was the number 1 overall pick 2 years ago. And that honestly,
he should write a strong letter to his new coach, Mr. Ben Johnson, as well, Stu.
And I honestly should say this: who should get Coach of the Year right now, Mike Rabel or Ben Johnson?
Well, so something that I was reading today,
between those two, yeah, Rabel for sure.
See, I don't know. So something I was reading today was like, and like, granted, this isn't Coach of the Year, but it was best fits at their new destination, basically. And so they had Ben Johnson as the best overall fit for the Bears, and Vrabel coming in at second, just because the Bears are even further ahead of schedule than the Patriots, even though it's close. But they're 1A, 1B though, like 2 unbelievable coaching jobs. No doubt.
I'm going to be honest with you, Douglas. You're kind of scared playing against the Bears.
I mean, we beat them 52-10, but like
this is different Bears.
Yeah, 52-21, but still put up 52 points against the Bears.
I mean, I would say I still like our chance against the Bears. They're definitely better than I think I thought they were after that game. Like if you told me they're 7-3, I would have been like, no, they're not. Obviously, first in the division is crazy. It's a lot of good stuff.
And I'm comfortable with bumping them from a 6 to a 7, just because how they're playing. Like Doug said, they're 7-3, first in their division. No one saw this coming. Now, I'm pretty sure none of us 3 gentlemen saw it coming.
I would venture to say if you lined up 100 NFL fans, maybe 3 of them would have predicted. In this division, you had the 14-3 Vikings, the playoff-making Packers, the 15-2 Lions, and then first-year head coach Ben Johnson.
Yeah,
like
never saw a tsunami over here.
I mean, I think more people would have thought they'd be 4th in division than 1st.
I honestly thought that if it would probably be Uno reverse right now. If you had to pick who would win the division, it'd probably be flipped.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm not trying to talk negatively about a team, or forecasting, but the Bears have. What was the team we said had one of the toughest schedules left? The Bears have a very tough schedule coming up. I know they do play the Browns, but they also play the Packers.
But I think they can beat the Packers. I honestly think they can beat them. The Packers have been a lot more sussy, and they have these bad losses. Like, they barely beat, the Giants by 7.
If the Bears can beat the Packers, this 7 will and should go to an 8. So, yeah, I'm excited what the future has to hold for us.
I mean, you're not wrong, though, because, I mean, they don't have a guaranteed win except for the Browns left on their schedule. It's like they play the Steelers.
I respect that. Yeah, as a Browns fan, I respect that.
Sorry. I mean, that's not even a guaranteed win, though, because we know the Bears.
Yeah.
But they play
it's a home game. It's a home game for the Bears.
Yeah. Well, they still have to play the Lions again. They have to play in San Francisco, in Philadelphia, in Green Bay, at home against Green Bay, and there's some tosses there. But you already got 7 wins. You get 2 more, you should make the playoffs. So
and to answer Stuart's question that he always asks me every week, which I love it. Caleb Williams, this will show his true colors if he's a true franchise quarterback going to the remainder 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 weeks of the season. Let's go. I'm rooting for him. Let's go.
Honestly, if they finish 3-4, I think that's a stellar finish still. If you finish 10-7 with that schedule, great year. You should be a playoff team. Phenomenal job. Coach of the year.
But if you finish 1-6, we have different numbers to talk about.
Exactly.
Hey, they collapse.
What the future has to hold,
Yeah, I honestly think they're going to probably be 3-4, 4-3. But that's still good.
I mean, that's still good. They very well could beat the Lions at home. They could, they could beat the Steelers this weekend. They probably should. And,
I mean, let's be honest.
You take care of the games you should take care of, and you're going to be right there.
So based off all this talking, Doug, what are you going to give the Bears?
7 wins, 7 for me.
Woohoo! Look at that. Triple 7s indeed, gentlemen.
Never thought.
And now we got to talk about another disappointment, another failure, another thing. And also, I guess they decided to not have Russell Wilson in this game. They were like, Jameis
Winston, baby.
Come back, baby. We need you here to beat trash.
If you're ever going to put money on someone throwing an interception, it's Mr. Jameis Williams.
Oh,
not Williams, Jameis Winston. My apologies. I know he listens to our podcast greatly, so I apologize, Jameis.
Who would throw more interceptions, Justin Fields or Jameis Winston?
Fields runs the ball more, whereas Winston throws the ball more. So who's going to throw more interceptions? It's going to be the gentleman that throws it more. Jameis Winston.
Hear me out. Who's going to fumble? Is it going to be more interceptions or more fumbles?
Or how about more turnovers?
Who has the more turnovers? Who's going to win the turnover war?
It's probably going to be Jameis Winston, though. I mean, fumbles don't happen often because it's not – I mean, it's definitely hard to secure in NFL football. They're pretty large, good size. It's definitely easier to throw an interception. You know, if your thumb is off, if your pinky's off, yeah, interceptions happen more easily than fumbles, in my opinion.
But, gentlemen, last week I gave the Giants the one, and Christopher, you gave them the one. Continue the one right here. Like, you fired your coach. It's pretty. This season,
no talking, just one.
Yeah, one's fine for me too. Like, I think they're right there in the conversation.
It is so funny because I think we put the Giants in the worst record in the NFL. And guess what? Last year, nothing has changed.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Nothing has changed. I don't care they got a defense. This team is atrocious.
They're atrocious.
That means I have to give 3 teams the one this week.
And I think you guys did last week too. But
I did 3-1 last week. I know.
We really need to solidify this going into the week 16, 17, and 18. Yeah. Who's getting the one?
I dare say too for the Packers. I feel like this should be an easy one too. Like we all gave the Bears a 7. They got to be a 6, right? Like none of us have confidence in this team. You struggled against the Giants team.
You put Jameis Winston backup quarterback that they literally benched Russell Wilson at. Yeah. How are you going to do? How are you going to do this? Like you literally tied in the second quarter. I know you got some touchdowns and you did okay, but still, I'm just.
Wait, sir, you just all give 6s for the Packers?
Yeah, I know Jordan Love got hurt a little bit in this. But that was also not great.
Because we gave the Packers the 6 last week communally. I mean, yeah, they're not going to boost up until they really prove themselves. So yeah,
like this is I think, and on us, this is a team that I do not hate and I despise. This team should be a lot better than what they should be. They should be a lot better. Honestly, you have all this talent and all this stuff, and you're just this mid.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's the same frustration I feel if you're a Lions fan is like I feel if I was a Packers fan. Like this team should be a lot more dominant.
I don't see it on the report. Is Josh Jacobs injured? I didn't really see much action from him. Is he okay?
I don't know, but their schedule, man, the Packers might not make it. Like they probably will, but they have to play the Bears twice, which is no gimme. They play in Denver. They have to play Baltimore.
Oh God, who's fighting for their lives too? So it's.
I mean, you know, like 3-4 to end it isn't going to make it. Like. You know, I don't 8-1 isn't good enough.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. The Bears, like we talked about the Bears. The Bears play the Packers twice. Packers play the Bears twice. Yeah. If there can be a team that sweeps that series right there, then it will be that might be the division champion in the NFC North. Hate to say it.
Yeah.
I guess since you're a Lions fan, but hey.
I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. We gotta be better.
We gotta be better indeed, gentlemen. But speaking of teams that are not doing better, the Cincinnati Bengals lost this game pretty atrociously, and we got to talk about the 34 to 12. We got to talk about this controversy right over here, gentlemen. There was an incident where some fighting was happening in this game. I don't know if you remember this, Christopher.
Oh, there's some spitting going on too, right, Stu?
Yes, there were. Well, there was some spitting, but I will say that so we probably need to look at this press conference after this one to just say this is what Mr. Jamar Chase must have said after this game. Just wanted to let you know, gentlemen.
Exchanging words.
You were saying that you spit on him. Did you spit on him?
I ain't never opened my mouth to that guy.
What do you think prompted the reaction from him?
Well, he don't like some of the words I told him. We've been going back and forth the whole time, so I'm sure some got under his skin.
So it was building the whole game. It just was.
The first time we had a altercation.
The first time in your career.
I think this was your best
Yes.
use, because I heard that he lied about this.
I should say Gentleman. Yes, so we should. So like I said, after this one, so he says he did not spit. He pleads the fifth, and we have
He didn't plead the fifth.
video
He said
evidence right
not
here.
guilty.
What?
He said not guilty. He said not guilty. Sorry, I'm not a lawyer. This is why I was not great in the law.
If you plead the fifth, you said I'm not answering that.
Video evidence shows clearly the difference that he clearly spit on
And-
Jalen Ramsey.
Yes, and gentlemen, we pretty much have the video evidence right over here. So right over here.
The game suspension was warranted, no doubt. Probably should have been.
100%.
Probably should have been 2. Somebody said it should have been 2 for also lying about it.
Yeah.
Your integrity's not there. There's also videos I've seen on Twitter, YouTube. Perfect. That's perfect. That's what we need to see right there. I mean, this is not a liar podcast or a lawyer podcast, but that the slow motion clearly shows that.
Yes, I mean, it just might have been sweat that went straight to the left, right? It was not spitting right
Right from his mouth, no doubt.
Yeah, he had a bunch of sweat buildup on his face mask, and he's
no, just not just sweat. I also got to say this, gentlemen, and I'm a scrawny dude. I'm never going to go into fights, but what on earth do you need to do if you're that mad at someone, at a grown man, to then spit on him? Can you explain this?
If you're in a professional setting like that, you're playing for millions of dollars while you're making millions of dollars. Because I assume Super Bowl winners, they make millions, whatever. It's a different setting when you're in that hype of a game. I'm not sure what the score was during that situation, but yeah, if you're Jamar Chase, one of the better wide receivers in the league, going against Jalen Ramsey, one of the best corners in the league, there's gonna be some hype up. So I understand why the spitting occurred. Was it necessary? Absolutely not. But it gets hyped. Just like when Myles Garrett smashed Mason Rudolph with the helmet. Tensions were hyped up. So.
Yes. Always something happens with the Bengals and Steelers. I swear. There's always a fist fight. But I will say, it's kind of hilarious because then Jamar Chase got a 1-game suspension, and he is refuting it right now. He is still saying that the spit did not happen.
Yeah, it's going to hurt my fantasy team, but hey.
So anyway, gentlemen, last week we gave the Cincinnati Bungles. I'm sorry, I'm not going to call them the Bengals. They are now the Bungles. I gave
Spitters.
I gave them a 2, and you guys gave them 3. I'm continuing the 2. This team is atrocious. Like, oh my god! And I've also heard that Joe Burrow might be coming back, and he's going to practice reps. But I'm like, why would you do it? Like, this season's over. There's no hope. You are now 12. You are 3-7. At best, you're gonna go 10-7. Are you telling me that this team's gonna go 10-7?
Yeah, I mean the Bengals are not making the playoffs. No way. That's I like what you're saying, sir, about 2. Oh man, yeah, I'm gonna agree with you, sir. The way they're playing. I know it's an away game. It was in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's a tough city to win in. Yeah, you scored what? The final score was 34-12. Yeah, give him a 2.
I don't know, gentlemen.
Different.
Oh, whoa!
I want to hear this, Doug. Let's go.
I don't know if I have any logic though, but I think I'm thinking the same thing you were thinking before you switched, Chris. Where it's like they don't feel like a true 2. Like the 2s feel consistently bad. Where this team is in a lot of competitive games with Flacco. They won 3 games.
atrocious. That's the problem.
Yeah, but I don't know.
And the off-field issues, and literally, and Jamar Chase is now out for 1 week, and you're not going to have that guy now.
So sorry to interrupt. I read in one article, I think it might have been Yahoo Sports or CBS Sports, but they said if the Bengals organization does not set things up, meaning get a good supporting cast, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase will be out of Cincinnati. They'll demand trades. That'd be crazy. Like Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, that's like a 1-2 duo. Both went to LSU, right?
Yes.
Send them down to like Houston. Get CJ Stroud back.
Yeah.
Send north of Cleveland.
I'll agree with you guys. I mean, they're I don't know. I like the 2. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I don't like
2.5. It was tough to go for a 2.
Yeah, it was. But I mean, they got demolished by a team that didn't even have Aaron Rodgers in the second half. It's like, yeah,
that's not good. Like, let's be honest.
Right?
Yeah, like honestly, that was the least of the egregious of this week right now.
Yeah.
And speaking of more egregious, and congratulations to the Steelers. You won a game. You beat your rival by 22 points. Yay! The only bad news is Aaron Rodgers might be out next week.
So I would love to see this happen. So Joe Flacco, we know he played for the Ravens, came over the Browns. Now he's with the Bengals. Since the Bengals are without Aaron Rodgers, I know they have Mason Rudolph, and since the Bengals have Joe Burrow coming back, hopefully, it'd be like almost amazing if Joe Flacco played for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes, let's have it. Let's circle. I mean, come on. They want aging quarterbacks. It's like step right up to the next aging.
I'm saying it'd be amazing for him to play on all 4 teams of the same division, you know?
Yeah, that would be.
There's never been a quarterback that's done that.
No. Sorry to slightly pivot back, but Jamar's suspension was upheld, and it's going to cost him $500,000 in fines for missing the game too.
$500,000
for one spit.
Yeah, for one spit, it basically is going to cost him $500,000 for one spit.
All that sweat that was building up and the wind blew it. Wow.
I know.
Yeah. What a rigged league this is.
I sweat, and I'm just like, whoo. Like,
he needed a favor for tax season or something. He needed to lower that. Needed to lower his annual.
Yeah, have the NFL Players Association pay for those taxes since they're making the money off that $500,000.
I will always say maybe he can get that co-word tree for those SeatGeek tickets right now since he's not going to play.
Or maybe Jamar Chase just goes to a different team. I mean, man, that's crazy. $500,000.
Yeah. Anyway, gentlemen, we gave the Pittsburgh Steelers all 6s, except for you, Douglas. You gave them 5.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give them a 6 too. It's fine. Like I don't believe in them, but like I'll do it.
This is like a pity 6. This is like a
pity 6. I hope they lose the Bears this weekend 6. Like I don't know why I don't like this.
It's like my joke. It's like a couple that argues, and then the wife's like, "All right, I'll just hook up with you," but it's like pity hook up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't be proud of the 6 Steelers. Like it's like I don't know, just
I'm gonna keep it at 6 as well. I mean, we got the Ravens climbing up the ladders here. So yeah, I'm cool with the 6 as well.
Yeah,
we play Baltimore, Pittsburgh. Like they still have to play each other twice, right?
The Ravens? Oh yeah, they got to play against the Ravens.
Let's go. Thank you, football gods.
Steelers already played the Ravens.
Did they?
What am I looking at? Oh no, yeah. Steelers have to play the Ravens twice. You're right.
Yeah, if you remember they did not play the Ravens. They got to play against Buffalo next. They got to play against the Bears.
The Bears, the Bills, the Ravens.
The Dolphins, that's an easy one, but the Lions, they only got 2 gimmies at this point.
Dolphins and Browns.
The Browns. Like this is a murder's row. Like that second half, this is giving me like last year.
Bills, Ravens twice, Lions, and in Chicago this weekend.
Yes,
that's good luck, boys.
Next week, yeah, they got a murder's row of tough opponents.
Start booking those trips to the Bahamas.
It'd be a tough schedule if they didn't have to play the Dolphins and the Browns. But
hey, it could be worse.
The Dolphins are formidable all of a sudden. What are you talking about?
Hey, the Dolphins could be formidable indeed, gentlemen.
2-game winning streak, baby.
And now we're going to talk about another team That's the opposite of winning streaks, losing streaks. And I can't believe it. My parents are actually at this pitiful game.
Were they? I almost went, Stu. I was in Nashville this weekend.
Yeah.
I looked at the stadium. I'm like, that looks cool, but I want to get home.
Yeah. People watch this game.
I mean, tickets were like $5, so like I thought about it.
I mean, I'll definitely ask my stepfather and my mom, like, how much will the tickets cost? And was the SeatGeek taxes and service fees more expensive than the ticket?
Yeah.
Or were the beers more expensive than the actual seat?
Or maybe they just have it for free. They might have the free medium sodas pretty much soon. So, anyway, gentlemen, they lost the Pismo game against the Texans. Let's give them ones. Let's do it.
Yeah. No conversation. Yeah, once.
I'm just like, let's give them all ones. Let's be honest. This team is atrocious. This is the worst team. This is a good question. Well, next week, will we have the eulogy for the Titans? I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know the math, but it feels like we should have already had it.
It's a home game, but they play the Seahawks. Yeah, we don't know the math, but yeah, if they lose, they'll be 1-10. Yeah, they should be out of it.
It's over. Let's take them out like Sally in the back corner. Let's go. I'm sorry. Bye. Bye.
Losses, you're definitely, I think, officially eliminated. I would have to imagine.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that
if they're 1-10, the most they can go is 7-10.
Yeah,
I think we made the right choice on Cincy too, because Cincinnati has the second worst point differential in the league, only better than Tennessee.
Wow.
So.
Wow, this team is
good decision, gentlemen. The Bengals are too.
The Bengals are too deep. But anyway, speaking of teams that barely lost to this atrocious team, my God, they won. Congratulations. Texans are 5-5. You beat a team by 3. Congratulations. You beat the worst team in the NFL by 3. Congratulations.
I mean, the Titans, they're not too far out. They're a game out of second place in the AFC South. We gave them a 4 last week, so it's not too crazy. I mean, they're not in playoff. They are in playoff contention at the moment. I'm gonna keep them at a 4 because I don't think they're there just yet. So yeah, 4 for me. Keep them at a 4.
I'm seeing 5 wins. I'm seeing 5 losses. I'm seeing a 5 for this team.
Wow.
It's a generous 5. I'm feeling generous today.
It's like a 4.5, basically.
Yeah.
This makes me think right now because it's like at one hand, they are tied with the Chiefs and the Ravens. They're in that part.
Yeah.
But then the other hand of my mind, I'm like, they barely beat.
They technically, Stu, they technically at this moment own the tiebreaker over the Chiefs. So if they were like 6-7, then Houston would get the better seed because they own the tiebreaker. So,
but what's been an impressive win this season with the Texans?
I don't think one exists, Stu.
I mean, the Texans beat the Jaguars 36-29 2 weeks ago.
But the Jaguars are sussy.
They beat the 49ers 26-15.
Okay, good for you.
They also beat the Ravens.
Yeah,
44-10.
Yeah.
So the Texans have some giant big wins, but they have a hard schedule.
The Texans have played a lot of people good, though. I mean, they lost by 5 to the Rams, 1 to the Buccaneers. Like, it's like, I don't know.
If the Texans can prove their worth, they have upcoming 3 games: Bills, Colts, Chiefs. If they can win those games, all right. That's why I'm coming with a 4 here.
Yeah, I'm getting the 4. No. Really win those games? No, I'm getting the 4. When I saw that schedule, no, that's a murder's row right there.
Don't worry about their future opportunities. How are they currently playing?
Stu, can we short a stock in the system? So I want to just big short the shit out of this team. Like they're about to go down to a 2 in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, 100%.
Like this team, out of all the 3 teams that are 5-5, the Texans are the bottom. I know they're in the lead.
To their defense, if they do somehow beat the Chiefs, then they truly own the tiebreaker. But
okay, they do own the tiebreaker, but still, I'm like,
it's not good, Stu.
It's not the Chiefs. As much, and I know the Chiefs are struggling. They ain't beating the Chiefs. I don't think.
No. They're bad.
No. I mean, at least the Chiefs have some good wins, but still. And speaking of the opposite of good wins, we got mediocre losses. We got the Your saddest team, Douglas, your Cardinals, got absolutely ass blasted right there by the
A little ass blaster here. A little ass blaster. Actually,
41-22. I mean, am I not wrong?
So I thought this was a family-friendly show, okay?
yeah. I mean, I'm talking about getting ass blasted. by the 49ers.
I mean, Stu, I'll keep this one simple. They're a 2. Like they're atrocious. The only team to lose to the Titans. Like you don't deserve anything.
No. It is so sad. It's like, man, I know the Cardinals are like your third favorite team, but my God, this team looks atrocious.
Who's number 2?
Yeah, they deserve a 2. This team looks atrocious. Like, Caleb, like, I know Kyle Murray's like in the bench right now, and he's hurt, but still, you need to trade him off or do something. Like I said, you need to get a new quarterback at this point. This season's done.
You know what's crazy? We give the Falcons a 3, but the Cardinals have a better record than the Falcons. But I'm gonna give the Cardinals a 2. Yeah, I mean they're
say this.
They're on Jacoby Brissett. The backup of the backup. Well, not the backup of the backup, but he's a backup quarterback. I don't know if they haven't really given up on Kyler Murray, but a bunch of James Conner. He was a top 10 running back going in this league, and now on the IR. So yeah, it's not looking good for the Cardinals. I'm comfortable with 2.
Oh yeah, I'm comfortable with 2 indeed. And now, gentlemen, we got the 49ers. Look at this. They won decisively. Can you believe it that we live in a world where the San Francisco 49ers are now 7-4? They are technically in that playoff hunt. They are in the wild card, the murder's row of that NFC. The West is pretty much a murder's row right now.
Brock Purdy is back.
And Mr. Purdy came back with a vengeance. He's just like, boom. I'm sorry, Mac Jones. I'm showing that I was the starter right here. Look at me. I'm the captain of the 49ers.
Also, McCaffrey 2 touchdowns. So yeah, they got. I mean, we gave him a 5 last week. Man, hypothetically, community, we give him a 5.
But I'll bump them up to the 6. They are technically in the theoretical playoffs right now. They did look good, but I don't know if they can beat the Rams. I feel like that they're in that bubble right now. We'll see if they
schedule though. They have a nice schedule too. I mean, they should be a lock almost for the playoffs because they get the Panthers, which they should be able to beat. Then the Browns, then the Titans, back-to-back weeks after that.
They did an easy schedule. That's the one thing I always remember from when there was preseason. We talked about that.
Honestly, though, their biggest game of the year might be them versus the Bears in Week 17. It would be because that could be a potential playoff matchup right there. Like, who's going to make the playoffs? Because they're going to be 2 teams right on that bubble playing late in the season,
and they're both fighting for their lives at that point. You know what I mean?
And that's going to be big time. That's going to be a fun one.
It's like those are my favorite games of the regular season. It's like the pre-playoffs to make it to the playoffs. You know what I mean?
It's going to be great. I mean, if Caleb Williams has to go into San Francisco with a possible playoff berth on the line, what a fun environment for football fans. Unbelievable.
I just hope that the next 3 games, Panthers, Browns, Titans, doesn't make it too easy for the 49ers, where they go into the last 3 games of the season. Colts, Bears, Seahawks. And like, oh, well. So yeah, I'm comfortable with a 6, going from a 5 to a 6. Yeah, this is a team that should be making the playoffs. Absolutely. Yeah, Brock Purdy's back. McCaffrey, he's looking like not an MVP type getter, but he's shown up like old McCaffrey, how he used to be. So yeah.
Kudos to them and everything that they've done. I mean, I'm gonna go with the 6 as well. Like this team just keeps kind of showing up. Every time I think that they're gonna kind of collapse, they just keep getting better.
They're just like going up and away. Indeed. And now, that was my favorite game. But man, Sam Darnold looked like that Lions Sam Darnold. I know it was a close game.
He battled back though in the end.
He battled, but it was giving me like Vietnam flashbacks right there, gentlemen, on the Seattle Seahawks losing 19-21. But oh my God, it's like it's giving me Viking Sam Darnold week 17, 18.
Yeah, 4 interceptions, no touchdowns.
Yeah. Like, how can you be impressed right there, indeed? Like, how? But anyway.
I think I'm more impressed with the team, though. That's the thing. Because, like, Darnold, I mean, they still only lost by 2, and they did have a chance at a walk-off kickoff or a walk-off, like, 60-yard field goal that, unfortunately, they missed. So, like, I'm still left feeling super impressed. Like, this is maybe the second, maybe third best team in the NFC, those two, because they're really good. Their defense is top-notch. They have elite talent. And, like, they've kept fighting, man.
I mean, yeah, they've kept fighting, but it's like those turnovers.
Oh, I mean, that's the thing, though. It's like, you have 4 turnovers and you still have a chance at a walk-off kick in Los Angeles to win it. That's insanity. Like, they should have never even been in that position with how bad Darnold played.
Yeah. Now, I guess we'll say last week we all gave him 8s.
I mean,
they would be playing against the Buccaneers at away if they did.
I'm going to go with a 7, but it's a painful 7 because I think they're better than the Eagles. Like, I think Rams, Seahawks are still the 2 best teams, but I think I have to give love to the Eagles for how dominant their defense was. It's like they're still a 7, but like I would not be shocked in the slightest to see this team in the Super Bowl.
I feel like it's like, but then I'm just like, can Sam Darnold get you that place to the Super Bowl? And I'm just kind of still like,
I mean, with this defense and elite wide receivers and running game, maybe.
I mean, when you have I know it's the team, but I think the most important part is, like, I know it's not the be-all, end-all, but like I said, I still think the most important part is that quarterback. And if your quarterback is still throwing interceptions and picks, that's going to cost you games.
So, let's look at Sam Darnold in the season, though, because, I mean, Los Angeles has an elite defense, though, because if we're gonna be critical of Mr. Darnold, which he was bad in this big game, but, like, let's see on the season here. He has 2,500 passing yards, 70% completion percentage, which is outstanding, 17 touchdowns. The 10 interceptions are a little bit concerning, though, but 4 of them came this last game. And a QB rating of 105. Like, those are really nice numbers, though. Like, it was a bad game, which every quarterback has.
Yeah, it's a nice numbers, but like I said, I still feel like I'll still keep him at the 7, but it's like a worrisome 7. It's definitely giving, and I know it's a close game, but it's like, can he bounce back from that? Because I remember last year when the Lions broke this man. The Vikings. When Sam Darnold played against the Vikings, and they just broke this man. And they never recovered after that. And then that playoff, and then they just got destroyed in that postseason.
Well, unfortunately, you also have to play the Rams in that situation, too. So the Rams might just have a good game plan against them, too.
Is the Rams live rent-free in Sam Darnold's head?
I mean, it seems the way. And, like, I think there's a common theme here because I'm going to compare Sam Darnold and Jared Goff because, honestly, right now they're feeling about the same to me. Where I think they both have the same fatal flaw where if you get a good defensive line that can get pressure up the middle, they just panic. And, like, that's what happened to both Goff and to Sam Darnold this week when they had terrible games. Is they're both pocket passers that aren't super mobile, but they can make all the throws. They're great when they're on schedule. But when you rattle them, man, it can get ugly. And this was unfortunately ugly. I think the Rams are just that good, though.
Yes. And now, Christopher, what is your thoughts about this?
I agree with you, gentlemen. Give them a 7. I mean, as they're currently playing, you can't have a quarterback give them 4 interceptions. But I've been saying the last few weeks, it could have been a fluke of a game. But yeah, obviously this might have been the game of the week. I think we mentioned it last week. Yes. Seahawks versus Rams. And I know where we're going to go with the Rams here. So I'm excited to talk about the Rams. Well, I'm not excited about talking about them, but I know I'm excited to give them the 8 for the Rams.
Well, yes. And honestly, going to the Rams, I probably would have given the Rams a 9 if they would have just kind of blown them out a little bit. Because I think they look like the best team in football. But the fact that they let Seattle back into their game and they still could have lost this game to a walk-off field goal, it's kind of hard. So, like, I agree with you, Chris. I think the Rams got to be an 8.
Yeah. Plus, also, Matt Stafford, right now he's the most favored for league MVP.
I'll say he's balling, man. Him and the fact that now Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua are hitting on all cylinders, I feel like Devontae has a touchdown a week. Like, the dude has been unreal.
Yeah, the guy's been unreal indeed in this one. And now look at this. The LA Rams, they are ramming to another 8. They are pretty much Now, second, I believe there are the second team in the NFC right now, because the damn Eagles won. They would be playing against the 49ers.
Yeah.
Doug and I gave them our numbers. We already said the 8 for the Rams. So,
yeah, I honestly still probably going to give them. This is honestly going to be an interesting one. Can the Rams? I know they had that choke loss against the Eagles last time, and it was at Philly. No, it was not at Philly. It was at LA.
No, it was in Philly.
It wasn't Philly. Sorry, it was in
the playoffs last year.
Yeah, they played them in the playoffs last year. That was the only close one, to be honest with you. That was the only one of all the times the Eagles are playing against in the postseason. That was the only close game where they were like fighting for their lives.
Mm-hmm.
And LA still has a shot. I still like how Stafford. I'm going to say this. First ballot Hall of Fame.
You say every week.
I know. I really did see. I think the last 2 years has really proven that Stafford.
I think we all agree, Stu. He's, especially if he gets in the Super Bowl. I mean, then he goes up into like that, like Peyton Manning. I mean, he's not Peyton Manning level, but like it kind of feels similar to that.
Could you say like a Drew Brees level?
Like, I think he's already at Drew Brees level personally. Like, I think he's already in that.
Like,
granted, Drew Brees was more accurate, but I mean, Stafford's been doing it just as long and putting up numbers and hitting all these milestones. Like,
but still, I think even later in his career, Drew Brees was still playing as a ballin' and all that stuff.
Matthew Stafford's 38 years old and leading the league MVP race at the moment.
Yeah, if you had to tell me who drafted as your quarterback, Matt Stafford or Drew Brees, I'd probably go with Matt Stafford.
Yeah, I feel like Stafford. I like he can push it upfield more. Like he makes where like Drew Brees was amazing, but he was more like the quick slants, and the Michael Thomas is catching 115 passes a year.
If you have a guy like Michael Thomas, yeah, all right.
Yeah, I want that simulation. Give me prime Drew Brees and prime right now, Matt Stafford, and let's see. 2010. Oh, 2010 Saints versus 2022 Rams. Who wins that game? That would be a fun game.
I mean, I like the Rams in that one, personally. Like, I feel like the Rams were dominant the year they won it. They had Aaron Donald and all kinds of playmakers and Cooper Kupp having the triple crown year, right?
Mm-hmm. And it's so amazing. Like I said, after the year after that, they kind of they looked bad because, like I said, they traded all their players away just for those draft picks. But like I said, they've shown that, like, hey, we can come back and still be productive. You know what I mean? This was not like we went all in and that's it.
Plus what? Cooper Kupp, Triple Crown. That was with Matt Stafford. Wow, I can't think of the guy's name. Help me out, guys. Detroit wide receiver. Calvin Johnson. That was Stafford as quarterback, right?
Yeah.
So it seems like Stafford is a big catalyst for being a great quarterback, helping his wide receivers out.
I mean, and that's what's scary now is that like Puka is having an unbelievable year, and then Devontae Adams is still having an unreal year too. It's like having 2 wide receiver ones like that, unbelievable. Like that team is going to be really, really, really hard to beat. And I don't know if anybody can do it.
Yeah, maybe that's why Kyron Williams isn't rushing any touchdowns for any of my fantasy teams, because Stafford has so many great wide receiver weapons. Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams.
I mean, and they have some nice tight ends, and they're a good team. They're a very good team.
They're a good team indeed, and we'll see how it we'll see. I think it's going to probably be Rams and Eagles in the championship, but I'm not going to like that. But we'll see.
Well, you say Rams and who in the NFC Championship, sir? What did you say?
Eagles, a team that's in Pennsylvania.
Oh, the Eagles. All right, yeah, we'll talk about them later.
Anyway,
who we got next? Do we got the Eagles next?
We got the Cleveland Clownies.
The Cleveland Clowns, not the Browns. The Cleveland Clowns,
who lost 16, and we got to talk about it right here.
Myles Garrett, right?
No,
so man, Myles Garrett, he has 15 sacks on the season. I think the Jaguars are one of the teams who have 15 or lower sacks. So it's like one guy, Myles Garrett, has the same amount of sacks as it's like 3 or 4 other teams.
Dude, the question I'm sure you were going to ask is, will he set the single season sack record?
What is it? 28 and a half, 29?
No, not that high. It's only I think it's 24 and a half.
Okay. And we have 5 or 6 more games?
Yeah. But
we have like 8 more games. What am I talking about?
I was gonna say, yeah, you guys have 7 more games, so he has a real chance. I mean, he's on pace for it. I think.
You said it was 24.5.
I think it might only be 22.5.
And he's at 15 already. So basically, what we've played. Well, we're 2-7, 2-8. So we played 10 games. He's averaging a sack and a half per game.
Yeah, 22.5 is the record.
All right, yeah. See, we could do it. So you're about to show a video clip. You want
a video clip because we got Shedeur Sanders starting a debut and doing great, right?
Heck yeah!
Like we will show this great clip right
down
up.
and 8. Pressure coming off the edge. Sanders in trouble, and he is dropped. Ball came out late. It was Kyle Hamilton. 3rd down and 10. Sanders takes it, and he's picked off. Intercepted on the play. Get back out of the field. Sanders,
man,
right throws almost intercepted again.
Beautiful.
Downfield himself.
Well, Stu, like we mentioned, he got no first-team reps.
Too long. And throws it away.
I was about to say the same thing. Yeah, no first team
away.
reps.
Keeps it alive. Throwing to the end zone, and it's incomplete.
Oh, all right, that one
down there.
That missed touchdown. That might have been bad, but yeah, no first team reps. Seems like there's a sabotage with Kevin Stefanski and Shedeur Sanders. Like you have 2 rookie quarterbacks, Dylan Gabriel being the starter. Well, not anymore. It should be Shedeur Sanders moving forward. Like 2 rookies coming into your team, they should be equal reps, if not a little bit 2/3, 1/3. But you can't have a backup rookie quarterback having 0 reps with any first team starters. That's unacceptable.
Like
we almost beat the Ravens. Actually, that was an impressive game.
You almost beat the Ravens.
You guys had it. Honestly, if Shedeur just played average, you guys probably won that game.
But it doesn't matter. A loss is a loss. A win's a win. We lost. Give the Cleveland Clowns a 1. I should look this up. By next week. When's the last? Myles Garrett is going off defensively. He should, and is also currently the front runner for Defensive Player of the Year.
I didn't give them a 1 yet. What the hell?
Oh,
yes. Everyone. Hey, I'm okay with it.
I was giving them a 1, so I'm just giving you a hard time.
Here's a fun thing. Defensive Player of the Year.
You see those 3 number 1s there? That's how many first-round picks the Eagles are willing to give up for Myles Garrett last year, and the Browns wouldn't do it.
I need to look this up eventually, maybe later tonight. When's the last time there was a Defensive Player of the Year and on that team, and when they finished like bottom 3, bottom 4, bottom 5 teams,
Well, I think the year that Calvin Johnson set the single-season touchdown or receiving yards record, I'm pretty sure the Lions were like 4-12.
All right.
I'm pretty sure it was just like that. I'm pretty sure it was that year where he was terrible. It might have been
That's
the year.
A great comparison, Calvin Johnson, Myles Garrett.
Hey, you're beating records
of their position.
Yeah, you're beating records and you're beating things. Now, I will say, what would you rate Jimmy Haslam, your owner, as a report card right here, Christopher, as a Browns fan?
Well, I'm just glad that what happened a few months ago, where Jimmy Haslam, owner of the Browns, took ownership. Not of the team, but ownership of the stupid Deshaun Watson trade. So yeah, I appreciate that. He admitted his faults. He's also a billionaire. I don't think the Cleveland Browns are top on his priority list.
No.
To care about anything. So.
An A, right?
Yeah.
Ownership, right? A plus.
What? No, F. Yeah, what? I want to say no. I'm not going to say he's an F at the ownership of the Browns. I'm going to say F for the Deshaun Watson thing that happened 3-4 years ago. But currently, the Browns might have the best draft class of this past year in years. We had Schlesinger, who he's a linebacker rookie. He's going to be the defensive rookie of the year more than likely. He's top. Right now he's minus 200. So, and then also Quinshon Judkins. Heck yeah, we just need to figure out who's gonna be our starting quarterback.
He's got Mason Graham too, plugging up the middle.
That's right. Yeah, Mason Graham from University of Michigan. Heck yeah.
Yes, sir.
So,
and I still got to ask this. Like, so funny the preseason when we did with Tree, where I did the Scooby Doo quarterback for which one's going to be the next round starting quarterback. We still don't know after week 12.
yeah, I mean, I hope it's Sanders moving forward. I hope it is.
He has a lot more potential for sure.
He played 22. Sanders played 22 snaps on Sunday against the Ravens. Besides that incomplete touchdown, which should have been a touchdown because it was Sanders' fault overthrow. But so 21 plays, he did not play bad. I know he had a really bad QBR quarterback rating, but it's also because he's not getting reps in practice.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't mad at what I saw. That's the thing. Like I thought when he went in the game, like, oh, they finally did it. I didn't realize it was a concussion, so sorry, Dylan. But honestly, though, if I was them, I'm rolling with Sanders. Like, I like the potential. I saw a lot more.
Yeah. I just feel like this team's a disaster, honestly.
I mean, it's a sinking ship, but let's move on to the winning team.
It is the same toilet bowl and the factory sadness and just put in the sadness of losing and losing.
Anyway, so the Ravens, I'm going to give them a 6 this week.
What? What? No.
Did we give them 6s last week?
No, we didn't.
We gave him a 5 last week, but I'm going to agree with Doug. I'm giving him a 6 as well.
What? No.
I mean, I truly think that they're going to pass the
They are literally number 10. 10.
It's the way. Sorry, it's not. The Ravens could be number 15 right now in the entire league. Doesn't matter how they're currently playing. The Ravens
barely
Jackson came back.
They've also won 5 games in a row, right? They beat the Bears, then they beat the Dolphins, then they beat the Vikings. So they won 4 games in a row. And I mean, it's ever been since Lamar Jackson has been back. They're 4-0, and they're playing like a playoff team.
Yeah, I said on last week's podcast the week before, Lamar Jackson, he turned the team around. I know he doesn't play defense, but it seems like there's some sort of atmosphere that Lamar Jackson creates, which I agree with. I think Doug mentioned it. Sir, you might have been screaming. Doesn't matter. But I think the Ravens might overtake the Steelers. Yes. And the way that the Ravens are currently playing stack-wise, they are better than the Steelers.
I cannot, in my heart of darn hearts.
It doesn't matter about your heart. It doesn't matter about your feeling. How the teams are currently playing.
I'm really glad that we get to see Baltimore versus Pittsburgh twice.
And I still don't think this team could do it yet. But I'm going to give them the 5 because they're still 10th in the.
You said multiple times today that you think that they'll make it over the Jaguars and the Chargers. So now you're flipping on us?
Yes. Not just kidding.
Because you only thought the Chiefs were going to make it. That's right.
I thought the Chiefs were going to make it. Okay, so I can only give them 5. They are only right now. If they can still do it, then you know what? I'll give them that. I will give them all the pros.
We're going to the Chiefs right now. Let's go give them their.
Right. Chiefs Broncos. Here we go.
Let's go. What are you going to give them, Stu?
Okay, so the Chiefs lost to the Denver Broncos by a field goal.
The Chiefs last week were a 5. All right,
last week were a 5. We all gave them 5s right now. Last week on the Kansas City Chiefs. So we'll start with you, Douglas. Now you get to. You know what? You get the glow. Glow.
I'm not going to go hard, Stu, because I mean it's like for one, it's been a long day, but like the Chiefs they are what the record are, Stu, and right now they're a 5. They're a solid 5 still. They're 5-5. They're right there in the mix. But honestly, though, like I mentioned earlier, they're losing currently the tiebreaker to the Jaguars. They're losing the technical tiebreaker to a team like Houston, but they still get to play them. To lots of teams, they're losing the head-to-head tiebreaker to them. And it's not easy. They're 3.5 games out of the lead in their own division with, like, whatever, they have 7 games to go. So, like, they're pretty much dead in the water in the division. They're pretty much, like, kind of needing some teams to falter to even just make the playoffs. I think right now they have a 51% chance. It's literally a coin flip for them to make the playoffs at this point in the season. And so they're the most 5 team I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I'll give them the 5. I'll be nice. No, I'm giving them the 6. No, I'll give them the 5. I'll give them the 5 because I gotta be fair. Because like I said, they are technically still number 9 in there. They're still fighting for their lives to make it in that division. But I just feel like it is interesting because compared to last season, In 1 point differential games, the Chiefs were 11-0. This season, 1 point differential games, they've been 0-5.
0-5, baby.
They've been 0-5.
They call that regression to the mean, Stu, is what they call that.
I'm just saying, but I still hear me out. I'm not counting this team out just yet.
I mean, Stu, 51% of the time they're still in the playoffs.
The 51% of the time, they will somehow find a way. And then, how are you going to feel, Douglas, if they make it to the Super Bowl?
I saw the odds today. Chris mentioned earlier they literally have still a 24% chance of making the Super Bowl out of the AFC, but only a 50% chance of making the playoff.
Yeah, they have the highest odds out of all the AFC teams based on ESPN. They're at plus 800 for all the entire league. Highest odds in the AFC to make the Super Bowl. To win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't think anybody would still be shocked, but like I'm shocked at how consistent people are that this is the best team in the AFC.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they still got Patty Mahomes, and I know this has been like a struggling this season. This has probably been the worst right now in Patrick Mahomes' career right now. But I'm not going to count them out just yet because I feel like it's like a vampire.
I mean, giving them a 5 is not counting them out.
I'll say,
yeah, because like next week they could win, they could be a 6. You know,
I mean, so here's the thing though, because I think this might quite literally be a do or die game
already. All right, geez.
I mean, are you gonna give him 5?
Well, yeah, because like Doug always says, I like Doug's take on this.
Yeah,
5-5. They have a 50% chance of making the playoffs. They're 0-5 in one possession games. Give them a 5.
But anyway, what were you about to say, Douglas?
Well, all right.
Oh, I don't know, Stu. I don't know. Oh, this game against the Colts this weekend could be do or die. Like if they lose this game to the Indianapolis Colts at home, like it might be time to wave the little white towels because it's like I don't know. They might be doomed if that happens too. Like if they beat the Colts, I think the world is fine for them. Like they do own the tiebreaker over Baltimore.
If this is all true, I'm going to be gloating like you. I'm going to be like, thank God. But then it's like, oh God, what if I live in a world the Eagles are now the superstars? And then it's like, oh God, I don't want that world. No, don't do it. This is a nightmare. I'm going to be like, sleeping on my pillow. I'm like, no.
Stu, it's going to be, I don't know, man. The Eagles might be though. That's what's scary is like they're scary. The Chiefs could turn around. We all know this. It's fun to kind of have some fun at their expense while they are down because who knows how long we'll get this beautiful window of them sucking.
Yeah, indeed.
I mean, for the Patriots, only lasted 2 years. Now they're back to the top of the AFC. It was actually like 4 or 5 years, but that's not the point.
Yes, not the point indeed. And now we got the Broncos country. Let's ride. Douglas, was there a part of you that thinking, man, I'm going to miss this field goal?
I thought they were going to miss it. Like, even as perfectly set up as it was, 35 yards, like, there was just every part of me that said there's no way they make this kick.
Yes. Like, oh my, how much more of a pain in a theoretical if the kick was blocked and the Chiefs scored it for a touchdown.
I mean, this would be obviously a very different feel to this entire podcast because
you're going to be like,
I was waiting for something ridiculous to happen, but like that's too where you can just kind of feel that the Chiefs' magic has run out a little bit because like everything that bounced their way last year has literally bounced the opposite way this year. Like things that, like I think Bo Nix had a crazy 3rd and 15 completion to get that drive set up, and like it was plays that you're used to seeing Mahomes make. Like Justin Herbert in week 1 had that crazy clutch scramble to make sure that the Chiefs didn't get the ball back. That's what Mahomes usually does to teams is he puts it away so you don't even touch the ball again. But this year it keeps happening to them where other teams are setting themselves up nicely and making those clutch plays. It's glorious to see the other teams doing it instead of it being the Chiefs every week.
Yeah, last week we gave the Denver Broncos country, let's ride 7s. I'm bumping this team up to the 8 because, like I said, they are getting the bye. I think they can beat anybody that's on that division that could make it. Like I'm looking at these, like Buffalo. I think they can beat Buffalo. I think they could beat the Colts. I think they could beat Chargers, Jaguars.
I don't know, Stu. I don't know. I might not be as confident as you on that one.
Oh, good thing we're going to me next, right? I'm based on the line of
Yes, like I said, they are the bye week right now. We get the bye.
Doug, you can bring it down, but I'm gonna bump the Broncos up to a 8. I said earlier there's one other team that could beat there's one or two other teams that could beat the Patriots. It'd be the Broncos. Colts had a bye week. Man, who's gonna be the first team to 10 wins? Is it gonna be the Broncos or is it gonna be the Patriots?
See, I mean, I don't know. I'm on the fence. I think I'm leaning more 7-ish on this team. Because it's like I don't have confidence.
Chiefs had a dynasty according to Stewart.
Well, and that's the thing, and they also beat the Eagles this year. Like they've had some great wins, but it's like I don't know. I mean, there's just something about them where I don't know they quite have.
Except
bonus
win Broncos. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they might be an 8, but like I'm also thinking about them actually playing Buffalo in the playoffs, and like I don't know, that one would be a tough one. I'm thinking about them having to play the Ravens if they're hot, or if they have to play, the Chiefs in a clutch game with everything on the line in the playoffs. Like, would they beat the Chiefs in the playoffs? I don't know. Like, there's something that we're like until I see it, I can't give them the 8 until I see them do it.
Yeah, you can't see how it's going to happen. Indeed.
Yeah, it's possible.
And now, sorry, Douglas. This was a rough game.
Oh, Stu, it's about as ugly as it gets.
Yeah, I don't know who's more pissed about this game, you or me.
I don't know, honestly. I guess I don't know how pissed you are because I was immediately going to say probably you because I don't feel as pissed as maybe I should.
Because Stuart hates to say brotherly love.
Brotherly hate, I will say this. It's brotherly damn hate.
Well, I mean, and here's the thing, because like I mentioned this earlier with Sam Darnold and Goff comparisons, where I think, unfortunately, teams have figured out how to beat Goff and the Lions. Like, this new offensive coordinator isn't doing great. We all see that we're missing some of Ben Johnson's creativity and motions. Because, like, the Lions, when they're on, I mean, they put up 44, 52. Like, they can still click. But they struggle against exactly what the Eagles are and what the Vikings did and what the Packers did, which is beef up their defensive lines. And it is just wrecking the Lions games. Like, the Rams is going to be the same thing because the Rams kind of similar kind of really good defensive line. And so, like, unless we can figure out something and change something, I don't know if we're going to be able to beat those teams that really, like, granted, we had a chance here. We all know there was a baloney pass interference call that maybe prevented a tied game.
Also, put someone in infraction when someone did the tap.
Yeah, like, but that was for in the Lions' favor, I think. So
no, against the Lions.
Oh, I might be thinking of a different play then.
Yeah.
But I mean, there definitely was kind of a weirdly officiated game. But I mean, Goff was so out of rhythm. Unfortunately, too, this is one where I would love to see Dan Campbell be able to shift the mentality a little bit. Because, like, this is what kind of frustrated me is, like, it's very clear that this is going to be a points for a premium type of a game. And then you keep going for it on 4th down when you're in field goal range. You just keep doing it. I get it was windy. But, like, if you just have a couple of those times where you kick that field goal, then you have a chance there at the end. And then when it gets to a 4th down and we're down by 10 with freaking 3 minutes to go, then we punt? Like, who the fuck is making the decisions there? You go for it every single time on 4th down when you're in field goal range. And that's 4th and 10 with literally you're down by 2 possessions with 3 minutes to go and you punt the fucking ball. Like, if you're going to have the balls to go for it on every 4th down, then go for it on the most important one. Like, who cares at that point? Like, if you miss it, they get the ball wherever they get it. They're going to run out the clock. Who cares? So I thought that was, like, weak shit right there. If you're going to, like, you threw away so many chances for points, but then when the game is truly on the line, you just punt it.
And then also, it's also
grossed out by that decision.
Sorry. And also, it's hard for you, Douglas, because now the offense, Dan Campbell's doing the offensive coordinator players now, apparently, right now.
He is. He took them over, and, like, I understand why. And, like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the Lions still should be a playoff team potentially, but it's not nearly as easy as it once was. I mean, like, they have a 71% chance of making it from what I saw today. The schedule's okay, but they still got to play in Los Angeles, which that one's nobody likes their odds there. You still got to play, the Packers again, but that one's at home, thankfully. It's like the schedule isn't terrible for the Lions, but it's also not, like, great. Like, there's not any, like, a lot of guaranteed wins there either. So, I mean, they're in 8th right now too. That's where this also gets tricky.
Yeah, and I should say last week we gave them all 7s. They would not make the postseason right now. I mean, they're fighting for their lives right now at this point.
Well, that's what's hard. I mean, I'm on the fence here. I think I'm going to go with the 6 just because we get to play the Bears again, and they're in first in the division. Fine. I don't know. I mean, I still think if I had to pick a true playoff team, I think the Lions would make it. But I mean, you never know. You lose at home to the Vikings, and you put a lot of things in risk here.
Yeah, I feel like you might hit me this, Douglas.
You can give them a 5. I almost gave them a 5, Stu. That's fine.
I'm going to give them the 5 because they're technically not in that playoffs. They're in that bubble. I think this is probably the strongest 5 team right now.
I mean, the Chiefs might disagree.
Well, you know what? I think I'll put the Chiefs 1. Chiefs are probably the best 5 team, and then the Lions probably number 2.
Yeah, I mean, the Lions, they just need to get it together on the offense, man. Because when it goes flat, it goes flat. Like it flatlined in week 1, a flatlined here. And just I don't know.
I mean, I think they can't have this is their make or break. This is the end point. They have a medium schedule, but this is literally make or break right now. And it will be, and a lot of people are going to be really pissed off if this Lions team with all this talent and you paid Aiden Hutchinson a lot of money and you got Amon St. Brown and you got Jared Goff, all this talent.
All those teams deserve money, though. The Lions have the most cap space in the NFL, which is because I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you have all this talent and everything. You know what I mean?
That's what sucks. I mean, they get the Giants this week, which should be a rebound game for us, get kind of in a groove, and then hopefully kick the Packers and Cowboys' asses the weeks after.
Win.
You're sitting there 9-4, and you're feeling right about the world to go.
Hear me out, Douglas. If the Cowboys beat the Lions at Lions Stadium, I can feel
What about it?
How are you going to feel if the Lions lose to the Cowboys?
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. If I'm being honest, the Cowboys have an elite offense. I don't know. It is what it is. The Cowboys, they're not good, but they're also a team that can put up points.
We got Quentin Williams. But anyway, Christopher, what is your thoughts about the Detroit Lions?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep him at we gave him a 7 last week. I'm gonna bump him down to a 6. I don't think they're a 5 just yet. I mean, the Eagles have a great defense. Obviously, they showed that, and the Lions still scored. Excuse me, gentlemen. Yeah, I think, like I said, I think this is a fluke game. The Lions will bounce back. We said they play the Giants next week.
Yeah, we got the Giants at home. So, I mean, then, you're sitting there 7-4, then you got some better fields after that, hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean,
and like we said, we've always said that the NFC North, I believe we said this in the preseason podcast, the NFC North was going to be one of the toughest divisions. I know you have the NFC West, obviously. NFC North is definitely showing how tough it is.
If I had to pick, I think the Lions, and this is a biased opinion, I think they'll end up winning the division. I think they'll be able to, biased pick.
Would you put a $5 bet right now?
No, we're gonna win the division. No.
Yes.
He's not that confident, Stuart.
I just lost $5. I mean, granted, I feel like it's better than a 50% chance because I think that we match up well with the Bears and we get the Packers at home. So it's I like the odds, but I definitely wouldn't guarantee it because we're still in third place in the division. I'm not predicting first to worst or third to first that easily.
Yeah, I don't think I would guarantee that one easily in this one, but we'll see if the Lions do it. We'll see if they can bounce back after this tough loss. And then, why do I have to live in this world? Why? Eagles are now number 1 in the NFC. The Eagles, even though they're still struggling because their offense, but yet.
Dude, you know something I was thinking a lot about with this game? This is going to be a weird little. I think something that I appreciate more and more is how many different ways there are to win a football game. I feel like everyone wants to see the pretty offenses and the dudes putting up, 100 tons of yards.
But remember, the Eagles win championships, right?
Exactly. And the Eagles, they feel, and this is a weird comparison too, they feel like the Michigan Wolverines, the national champions of 2 years ago. Where it's sometimes it isn't always pretty, but granted that Michigan team blew all teams out, but that's not the point. But it's they were more of a defense heavy, run first. okay with an ugly win. And that's just what the Eagles are, but they sure as heck win a lot. Like, it might not be how we all want to see them win. Like, they can go into Lambeau and give up 7 points. They can knock around golf. Like, they can win ugly, and they can win games in the freaking single digits. And they're like, whatever. We'll do what it takes to win. Jalen Hurts knows what it takes to win. Like, he's not going to blow you out, but he also makes plays in big moments and just as clutch.
Yeah, that's the frustrating part. I mean, why do I have to get this team an 8?
There we go. Now we're talking, Stu.
You're afraid to give them a 9, Stu. That's why.
I will never give them a 9 unless
never say never, Stu. Never say never.
I don't. I'm just like I just cannot. But they do look good. I think honestly, what's kind of reminded me a little bit of in the Super Bowl terms, the 2015 Denver Broncos when they won the Super Bowl with Peyton.
Oh.
Like, it wasn't really Peyton.
Who's that one guy? God, I can't think of his name. The defensive end or defensive lineman?
Von Miller?
No. He played with the Broncos
in
Von 2015. Miller. Yeah, Von Miller.
That's what Stu said.
Wait, sir, did you say Von Miller? My apologies.
And you're like, no.
Maybe the connection was breaking up. My apologies. Yeah, Von Miller. Yeah, defense wins championships. Also,
honestly, I feel like
when you have Peyton Manning as your quarterback.
I was gonna say, like, when you have a quarterback that's good enough, and then an elite defense, you can do it.
Yeah, and I feel like that this is probably reminding me of a little bit of that, where it's like Jalen Hurts is playing good. He's not like elite. Like, I would not put him like the top 3 best quarterbacks right now.
Yeah, if I had to pick between Peyton Manning and Jalen Hurts, it's gonna be Peyton Manning.
Yeah,
Eagles lose
7. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Doug.
Sorry, who did the Eagles lose to this year? My apologies.
They lost to the Giants once.
Oh, that's when they had Cam Scattaboo.
Yeah, when the Scattaboo.
They also lost to the Denver Broncos.
Lost to the Denver Broncos.
Did they beat the Rams? They beat the Rams?
Yes. They beat the Rams. They were behind they were behind 15 and they came back.
The Rams, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's gonna be a big result here going.
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna see, and that's a tough one. And also kind of funny enough, I kind of think about this, Douglas. I know we're not talking about the Lions, but I was thinking about it with Shannon Sharp when it was his podcast, The Nightcap. The Lions are gonna have a really hard time if they're only in the wild card position because they're a dome team. They got to go to Philly. They got to go to these like northern cities. Chicago.
Here's the beautiful thing, okay? That's what Dan Campbell wants. That's what he wants. He has you right where he wants you, okay, Stu?
Is that what he wants? I mean, he just lost in Philadelphia.
Exactly. He wants them to think that they have the upper hand.
It's a mind.
We held everything back, boys. Don't you worry. We held it all back. We held back so much, including the points. So we held it all back.
But anyway, last week we gave them all 7. So Christopher,
and I'm gonna give the Eagles an 8. Yeah, like Doug said. Yeah, defense wins championships. Yeah. And like you guys both said, and I apologize. You guys both said Von Miller. So yeah, if they have a defense like the 2015 Broncos, like they had Von Miller, Eagles could climb their way back to an NFC Championship game, possibly a Super Bowl.
That'd be what, 3 Super Bowls in 4 years, Stu? What a run!
Ooh, another dynasty? Are we witnessing another dynasty?
Even the Cowboys could dream.
I don't want
sure. You love the Chiefs so much. Their dynasty.
I
Eagles fan with their dynasty.
0-17 for the next 10 years, and I would laugh.
That'd be what, 3 Super Bowls since like 2016 or so? Holy wow, that's a dynasty. Unbelievable.
No! Why do I live in this world? Why do I live in the world? Why does it this universe the Eagles are legit?
Sir,
it's frustrating. I felt pretty good about this game. Like, I honestly thought that the Lions would be able to move. I was kind of like, oh, dude, the Packers had a hard time. Like, we'll do better than the Packers against the Eagles, and we didn't do anything. So
wow.
It was an embarrassment.
Douglas, are you going to give this?
And it sucks, too, that the Eagles beat the Rams because now the Rams will have to go into frickin' Philly potentially for an NFC Championship game, which is, if this game was in L.A., give me the Rams. But it's like, what a scenario we live in, Stu. But I'll go with a nice 8 as well. I think the Rams, I don't know, them versus the Rams would be a heck of a rematch.
Wouldn't it suck if like all this like parody and then the Eagles win? No! I don't want this in the universe. No back-to-back Eagles Super Bowls.
Well, sir, for every low, here comes a high, and guess who we're going to talk about in 2 teams from now?
Yes. We're going to talk about the next
Oh,
final.
we still have another game? Shoot, I thought we were done.
One more game.
Yeah. Actually, let's not talk about this game because it involves the Cowboys winning. So, and yeah, let's. All right, I'm. Good night, guys. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, we could show. I mean, I did want to show a quick clip right over here, gentlemen, about how great this Raiders team was so good about this one. Oh,
is this a safety? They did this on purpose. If this is a safety, no, it's not. Oh,
Paired in with Kenny Clark. That was big. Geno Smith throws and
sure, there must have been a love for Cowboys. Oh, Nikki Sua.
thank you, Nikki Sua. But gentlemen, how do you feel about these Raiders? They were looking so good.
I mean, we gave the Raiders. I believe we gave them a 2 last week. Let me check.
This team has continued their suctitude right now. I believe. How many games have they lost in a row?
How about you tell us, Stuart?
I can look at real quick. How did these crappy ass Raiders?
What did we give the Raiders last week? We
Nope.
probably gave them a 2.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna stick with a 2 because I've already given out my 1s, and I don't have much to say about them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Raiders losing at home. You're the star rookie quarterback Ashton Johnson not really doing much of anything. I'm comfortable.
They need an actual quarterback because they have playmakers, but I don't know.
I mean, I will say that this Raider team looked atrocious, and it's been 4 losses in a row right now. Their last win was against the Patriots.
Oh, but also don't forget, next week we have my boys, the Cleveland Browns, over here playing in Las Vegas against the Raiders.
What's up with these bad teams and edge rushers? Like, why do these bad teams? Like, why are they just keeping Max Crosby? Why are the Browns keeping Garrett? Like, if you suck this bad, just get rid of your star pass rusher for multiple first-round picks and rebuild. 3 first-rounders for Cleveland.
There has to be some sort of collusion rule in the NFL because, like,
they just don't want to go to the Lions.
If we're going to give Myles Garrett to the Lions or the Eagles, obviously we're not going to give the edge rusher to the Cowboys because the Cowboys love giving them away.
How dare you? Why? We won. We literally won. Oh my god. So anyway, we got Quinnen Williams. I just gotta say, Quinnen Williams is a grown man. He literally was the second sack of the game. It was amazing. Oh my god. Dak looked amazing. CD was doing some TikTok dances. Jake Ferguson is a grown man. I literally texted that to my group chat, and I was like, he is a grown man. Last week, I gave him a 2s.
We all gave him 2s. That's how grown they are.
That's how they grow. But hear me out. We're number 10 right now in the NFC right now.
Honestly, yeah. They're almost making the playoffs, which
It almost make the playoffs. And maybe in my delusional Cowboys hope and hopium, and I'm drinking all this hopium right now.
I don't think you're delusional as much as you think you are, because I almost am agreeing with what you're saying. Almost agreeing.
I got to give them the 4 because there could be some chances that could happen. Granted, it's like maybe like a 20% odds.
Wait. Remember last week when the Broncos beat this team and you just talked about how it didn't matter that much because it was beating a bad team?
Let's go.
Do we remember that? Do we forget that when it applies to the Cowboys?
It's fresh in my mind.
But hear me out. We have Quinnen Williams, a 2-time Pro Bowler, who is just sacking away right there. And hear me out. What if, in my delusion, what if we beat the Eagles at home? If we beat
these are what ifs. These are hypothetical situations. We're going to talk about how they're currently playing.
Oh man, could I have hope, Douglas?
I mean, you guys might, just because the Eagles' offense is pretty not doing much. Like, if you guys put up some more points than the Lions did, you never know.
I mean, I'm just saying.
It's hard to imagine those two, but I mean, it's possible.
If we do beat the Eagles, I'm going to scream frauds. And also I'm going to be like, man, Douglas, why can't your Lions beat?
Well, Stu, if we got them at home too and without the elements, we'd have a better shot too. Okay. You guys already lost in Philadelphia, as I recall, correct? Is this a correct statement? You guys lost week 1 to Philadelphia?
Okay, it's a different team.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, Doug.
But anyway, Doug. Anyway, Christopher.
Honestly, I mean, the way the Cowboys are playing, We gave him a 2 last year. I'm gonna bump up a 204. I agree with you, Stuart. But I mean, they play the Eagles, Chiefs, Lions. We're not talking about hypothetical situations because the future is the future. The past is the past.
Why are you guys saying that they're playing so good? Okay, so their last 3 games, 22-point loss to the Broncos, 10-point loss at home to the Cardinals, and then they win a game against the Raiders, and we're saying they're playing so good. Where the fuck are they playing good? They beat the 2-8 Raiders after losing to the Cardinals at home. Just
Doug,
maybe
Doug, I don't like defending Stewart or any Cowboys fans.
I'm definitely giving them a 3. Like, there's no way in shit you're convincing me.
Week 4, we thought that the Packers were amazing, and then the Cowboys tie the Packers.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go back to the last 5, you also lost to the Panthers. Yeah. So it's like you beat the Commanders, who are trash, and you beat the Raiders, who are trash, and we're sitting here being impressed. What am I impressed with us, Stu?
Well, here's the thing, Doug. Sure, listen to because you're a Cowboys fan, Doug. Because I like what you're saying. Cowboys are going to lose next week, so the Cowboys will go back down to a 3.
Okay,
dude, your guys' next 3 games, you guys play the Eagles,
Chiefs, Lions. Let's go. and then if the Vikings start hitting up, the Vikings as well.
I'm gonna say,
and then the Chargers.
Yeah,
bye, Cowboys.
We beat all 3 of those teams, and then we're in the playoff hunt.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. If you guys beat all 3 of those teams, Stu, then I'll say you're legit. Because of course you'd be legit after beating 3 of the better teams in the NFL. Like, and in other news, if the Titans all of a sudden beat the Bills, the Patriots, and this would say they're better than they were yesterday.
Sir, would you be more happy? Sir, say if you lose the Eagles, it's a must-win against the Chiefs. Cowboys, Chiefs. Who do you want to win?
Oh, who do you want to win?
I'll go Cowboys. Cowboys.
Yeah, I'll be rooting for the Cowboys that day, Stu. No doubt about it.
I love the Cowboys. America's
team. That's the only day I'll root for the Cowboys. You got it.
Woohoo! On Thanksgiving.
I'm thankful for the Cowboys.
I like that take. I will root for the Cowboys when they play the Chiefs.
Yes, you will root for the Cowboys indeed.
Devontae Williams 4 touchdowns.
And I will say, gentlemen, that is it for this week's Week 11. Now we got to talk about Week 12 and what games are you excited about?
Honestly, Week 12, we have a good Thursday night matchup for a first time in a while.
Bills Texans. That's interesting.
Playing in an arena or an indoor stadium against the Texans, NRG Field, NRG Stadium, whatever. But
hopefully CJ is back for that. Colts Chiefs, I'm stoked about.
Oh yeah,
Bears. That's interesting.
In Kansas City.
Yeah, let's go Kansas City. Big chance for Danny Dimes to prove himself.
But also, we have the toilet bowl between the Cleveland Browns and the team from Las Vegas in Las Vegas.
I hope that the Browns go in there and end up beating Vegas by 30, just so we can then say, "See, Stu, it's not that."
I don't know if the Browns are capable of scoring 30 points.
Quentin Williams, Stu, had 1.5 sacks. Myles Garrett's about to have at least 7.
Oh,
he's going to set the
between Tyler record.
Yeah, he's setting the record this game, Stu.
Hey,
we can't leave Stu out of this. Eagles, Cowboys, 425 game.
Oh,
Buccaneers,
Rams for the 820 is pretty fun too.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good one. And then don't forget the greatest game of all time. Aren't you excited about the greatest game, Jets Ravens?
So right now, so the spread is 13.5 for the Ravens. It's in Baltimore. I would gladly take that spread right now. I don't see that.
What the Falcons Saints? That's a game of the century.
Well, low key though, I'm actually excited about the Monday night one too, because I think the Panthers have a chance to really solidify themselves here, or they'll fall flat on their face, and that'll be kind of.
If the Panthers win that game, I'll give them a 6. Give the Buccaneers a 5. If not, 49ers might jump up from what we gave them a 6. They might go to a 7 next week.
I mean, 49ers, they got a chance to really take a strong playoff position.
Yeah, Brock Purdy again. If he can show up last week or this past Sunday, he went three passing touchdowns. If he can do it again, let's go. 49ers be top. I won't say top of the NFC, but one of the top contenders in the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's indeed. And now, gentlemen, do you have any final thoughts on Week 11 NFL?
No, sir.
No.
How about the boys?
Yeah, no. That's why I said no thoughts, because I knew you were going to bring the Cowboys.
But that's pretty much it for this week. Next week, we're going to talk about the preview for this week's Week 12, and talk about when we get to Thanksgiving in 2 weeks. So as always, gentlemen, I want to catch you later, Mr. Gator. So as always, take care. Bye-bye.